Welcome, Trash and Talk. I'm Wayne, the Garbage Man Owen. This is Kurt, Big Daddy Goetz.
You know it.
We got a special guest today.
Special, the right way.
Big Lou is in the house. Everybody welcome Big Lou.
I'll welcome him.
Big
Yeah,
Lou.
thank you,
Big
guys.
Lou
Haven't seen
is
Big Lou in
in
a
the
long time. Good
fucking
man.
house.
Good man.
One of the original Nasty Nights.
Yeah, buddy. Good times, good times. So Louie, just quick story. Like Louie came on what, 2 weeks before us?
Yeah, I started in September. I was in the first class. She came out in October.
All right. So did you go right to Staten Island?
No, I was in Manhattan 4A first. I went to a
So you were Broom Garage.
I had no choice. That's why they put me.
They just threw you out there.
Yeah, I was like, all right, let's
Which
try
they
this
normally did. You really didn't have, unless you knew somebody like some other ball
Yeah.
bag I know.
shit. Yes, you had a cousin
So,
or an uncle.
Exactly.
go.
That blew.
What about you, you fucking
Yeah.
Brother, sisters,
That was Hawk Tour and
nephew or some
somebody.
shit.
I bet it was hot too. It was you with your fucking with your hook.
No, so yeah, so then when did you get to Staten Island? Right before us, or you were there?
Yeah, I put in for. I came to Staten Island the first day. I worked leaves on a Sunday.
Yeah, buddy.
It's a nice
Like, this
welcoming.
place is fucking cake.
800
I was
bucks a
like,
pop.
Why am I traveling to Manhattan all the time? I
Yeah.
save tolls, gas.
Fuck that.
I came out there, and then 2 weeks later, all the rest of the guys came.
Yeah,
I
so
had-
we
I
weren't
had
far
like
after.
One person beating the whole garage.
So how
Yeah.
long were you at 4A?
Probably, I'd have to say maybe 4 to 5 months.
Oh, that's not bad.
All right.
Yeah.
No. So yeah, we didn't come that far after you. And I mean, for us, it was a big difference because we were in Manhattan actually lifting garbage. None against 4A. You were probably doing it, what, Wednesday, Saturdays, they sent you out,
I was
right?
I was hardly ever in 4A.
Yeah.
I was in Manhattan 12.
You were out
months
of
a
town
week.
probably every day.
I was every day out of town, and that was my main garage, Manhattan 12.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so
I
we
used to just
speak
hop on the
about,
turnpike.
and we speak about the differences of when going from Manhattan garbage or even Brooklyn to, in some spots, to Staten Island, where it was a joke. There was, it was a joke. But
Joke, but it was fucking torture. You had to chase the garbage.
Well, that's it. Yeah, you didn't pull up at a stop and load half a truck,
Exactly.
One shot. You had
No.
to chase that shit for hours.
But also, the job became a joke in Staten Island. Let's be realistic.
Yeah,
Because when in Manhattan, it seemed like every time you turned around, there was a fucking boss.
Yeah.
There was a goddamn boss everywhere.
That now you never seen anybody.
I don't think I saw a boss the last 4 years of my career.
I only seen it when I was getting in trouble.
Well, yeah, but which
They
was
came looking for me.
They always found you when you didn't want them to.
well, yeah, but then again, like if you would have stayed in a good garage like me and Louie were at in one,
God.
you would have never saw a boss.
Yeah.
But you went to
Bullshit.
Staten Island
That's bullshit.
3, where I love Staten Island 3 guys. Don't get me wrong, the guys were all good guys. But you know what happened there. They were
You worked.
always fighting.
You both worked 4 to 12 with me in the summer. Move over, Yolango was around. Every time I closed that fucking hopper,
was
can
there.
you do me a favor and grab these 2 blocks?
The old
I
do
was
me
like,
a
how
favor.
the fuck did you know I
But
was
listen,
finishing?
He used to sit at the corner and hide
What the
and watch.
fuck?
But let me tell you something real quick. Johnny Olengo came through. You left for me and Louie one night.
Yes, he always, he would try. to
No,
put
that
it
one night.
Bro, he was the best snow
Which
boss
one?
ever I've ever
So
had.
so me and Louie one night, right? So we were. It was like I might have told this story already.
You did.
So we were out and we were doing bus stops and corner caps. There was no snow, one of those kind of things.
One
You're
of
just
Louie's
wasting
favorites.
time.
Yeah, my favorite.
You were just wasting time, right? And I remember we were having a few, and I said, Lou, I can't drive no more. And you said, well, I can't drive either. And we called Yolango, and Yolango was like, stay right there. And he sent out a truck and then brought us back in the car. And he's like, don't move from where we hung out in the room. But yeah, so we got it back from Johnny Olengo. And listen, that was a lot of bosses though on the job.
Yeah, but
they always
Yolango never
asked
hurt
you.
us. He never looked at us.
Exactly.
Yeah, no.
Yolango and even helping him a lot of times, it was never the nightmare
That's
like,
'cause he
oh
was
God.
covering his shit.
Exactly.
He has to cover himself just like everybody else.
And he
does.
always did,
Him and Al Dickey, 4 to 12.
and he
See,
came
guys
around.
like that, you wouldn't mind working for because they're a gentleman to you.
Yes.
They
Oh,
didn't
without
talk down to you or nothing. Like,
Exactly.
Oh, you have to do this. Don't bring that shit to me because it wasn't gonna work.
No, because there were some times, especially with Yolango, I would tell him like, bro, how many more fucking favors can you give me?
Exactly.
I'm done with this shit, bro. And he would say, all right, I'll see you later.
Yeah.
But if you weren't at sign out, the next day you came into a rocket.
Yeah.
Like he would tell me all the time, I'm gonna fucking write you up if you're not here. So he would give you, he would wash your hands. It would be good. But my thing with the thing with Louie is, I just want to know, like, so you're on you're in Staten Island a year and a half, almost less than 2 years. Like, when did you actually start hating the fucking job? Because that's the only thing I remember about Louie.
Hating the job? When I had to get up at fucking 4:30 every morning to go to it. That was my worst part. I was fine once I got there. No, I did not want to get there.
Yeah, but Louie was always a lot of laughs, a lot of fun when we were hanging out.
Oh, no, not like
I
that.
just didn't like.
He wasn't
I didn't like
disgruntled.
the authority. I didn't like guys who were younger than me, who don't even never picked up garbage before, are going to come
True.
and tell me what I have to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
I
100%
know
right.
my route. I know what has to be done.
Yeah.
Don't bother me. I'm
Yeah.
not here to help you. I'm not your Superman.
Yeah, and stay away.
That's
Exactly.
What they thought.
Yeah,
That's exactly what they thought.
Yep, true. And when I say that, like you just said, like Louie wasn't disgruntled. Like, I worked with Louie plenty of
Louie was
fucking
fucking
times.
fun to work with.
It
I had a lot of
wasn't
fun with Louie.
disgruntled. It was just more of like every fucking day it was something that was just setting them off. It was, what are we gonna do and get into today?
Like you said, people take advantage all
Yeah,
the time.
dude, I agree
The
with
only
that
thing
shit.
you have on this job is your fucking reputation.
You would get
That's it.
fucking.
That's it. You're as good as your last
And
load.
yours was great.
Everybody's always said that.
And you had a great reputation because you were with me.
You know what it is? Yeah, I didn't give a fuck what people thought of me. They weren't the ones who were paying the bills. I
Exactly.
had to do what I had to do.
True, I believe that. I do.
agree
I do
100%.
agree with that.
But they would fucking fuck with him too, though.
Oh yeah, because
They
they
would
know I
fuck with him
wouldn't
too.
take the shit from them.
When they would fucking
Exactly.
give him, they'd give a guy underneath him a better fucking truck to relay. Or I remember
Yeah.
being there with him.
Well, in 13, you didn't even have your own route. It was like the
A free
drivers
for all.
had the routes,
Yeah.
not the people who
Yeah.
were in the section.
Yeah, which was
like
bullshit.
the driver's route. Like
Well,
fucked up.
certain foremen, and we know their names, they would take care of their people because
yeah,
they
all
would
the
buy them lunch,
Yeah.
or they would do this for them, or who would,
they would hide their truck.
exactly. And
Couple short
so
kids.
you had a lot of those people.
Fucking dicks.
Listen, I hit him with a shovel. What else can I do to the fucking guy? I tried to take him out, and Marty, I love you, but there was sometimes you were just a douchebag on the job, but we got him
Everybody was,
back.
though, back then. Like you said, when we were working in snow, you're there 20, 25 days with the same guys. After a while, you're like, oh, God.
Losing your
this.
You don't want to
fucking
deal with that no
mind.
more.
And it's the
this.
smallest thing that could click you,
Yes.
and it could start a fucking war.
It's like when people used to go in there and change their names to work.
Last
with this.
second,
You
yeah.
know, you have them beat, and you're like, you got to change it now. Somebody's gonna come and say something
Yeah.
to you.
But they would fucking gun for him purposely. Because my first day in that fucking garage, I worked with you in 13. We were fucking packing out, loading out. It was my first fucking day of. I was like, what the fuck? We're chasing this garbage. And I never forget, it was fucking Billy Smith, that little fat fuck. And I don't give a fuck if he's watching or not.
I don't think he's right.
I wasn't a huge fucking fan. But, so we don't finish the route. They're breaking our fucking balls. Me and Louie are pulled over. The truck's loaded out. It's late. We come in. Fucking Billy Smith starts fucking questioning. Makes me go up to the super's
Yeah.
office. And he's questioning me with Vito. And they're like, we know it wasn't you. It's your first day. We know it was Louie. I go, bro, we're on the truck together. I'm like, what do you want me to fucking
Yeah.
like? Are you like
Rat
asking
on
me
the
like
guy out.
to be
Yeah,
a fucking
yeah,
rat
yeah.
on the guy that I just fucking met?
Yeah,
That been working with my brother who was there before me and my dags.
but that's what they were trying to do.
Bro, fucking dicks. The next day, I got in early, and I went and looked at the fucking carding book.
We have like
We
13.
did like fucking 12-2.
Yeah.
I went right upstairs. I said, you owe me an apology, and you owe fucking Louie an apology. I swear to God.
Never heard that one though.
never
Never heard
forget
that
that.
apology.
No,
I
but
didn't
and
care.
They never fucking said they're sorry.
but that's the thing. It's like he said. It's you were a marked person because you spoke up for yourself.
Yeah.
You
I
didn't
didn't
take
give
the
a fuck.
bullshit.
yeah, but
I didn't like it. You did.
you
something
spoke
to
up
me.
for yourself. There was
No, you
wrong
spoke
with
up for
that.
yourself.
And
I
they
would go home.
fucking marked the guy for
And
that.
that's where the job would make that
Fucking
headache
baby
for you.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
And it was bullshit.
Yeah, it was.
Because like I said, me and you in the time we worked together, just say 5 years, 6 years, we had to work together 400 times, like in 5 years, right? And I remember the questions I used to get because I was just with you. And it was like, what the fuck? Like, what? I'm here. Why are you asking me these questions? It doesn't matter what kind of, if you don't have it, you don't get along with Louie. I'm on the fucking truck. Well, the route's going to be done. Don't worry
Listen,
about
if
it.
you showed me respect on a job, I'd give it right back.
Yeah, well,
Once you tried this shit on me, I'd stick it in your ass every chance I could. It didn't care. I didn't care. Listen,
an
I'm
8-hour
union
day, bro.
man. You ain't firing my ass. You
Yeah.
can send me home as many times as you want.
Fucking
no,
8 hour
amen,
day.
bro.
8-hour
Amen
day,
to that.
Exactly.
100%.
Amen.
I agree with that 100%.
But you were never like that anyway. There are guys on the job that did not want to fucking do a thing.
yeah.
You were never that type of person. Did you not want to take some things from certain houses?
Well,
yeah.
You know.
Did I know if the pail was heavy or not? Because the
you knew-
fucking
the
pail
Louie-
would go
the
long.
fucking-
I mean,
the Louie
dude,
flame. I can
people were
do it
fucking
perfectly.
ducking.
It was like this. The
Dude,
hand
you know
stayed
what?
up for a second, and that motherfucker went 200 feet.
And then he come to walking around the truck, and that pail went whoop,
Yeah, that
just
pail-
flying in the
That
air.
pail was
Because I would
fucking
love when people would, you know, pick up their stored dog shit that's been there all winter long,
and just
they
dump
throw
it
it in
in.
one pail with no
Yeah,
bag,
nice
and just put the
stored
cover
dog
up.
shit.
And
Yeah.
you flip it open, and you see like 8 pounds of fucking dog shit. Like,
Oh.
Good stuff.
No, and that was the thing. It was like that's what got Louie. Like those are the things that bothered
That
Louie, and I
riled me
knew it, and I fucking knew it. And I'm like, Lou, what are you doing? Like
but
you
then
can't.
you see me back there, and I'm throwing in washing machines and refrigerators by myself just to get the front.
I've seen you do that. Throw shit by yourself.
But Louie also was off the job after the cameras came off. Once cameras came out, it was a nightmare, bro.
I'm
You were
sure.
getting with the rings and the people's phones.
Yeah.
People were lofting, like if you had a pail that was whether shit or water or whatever, and you would fling a pail, dude, the whole borough knew about it.
Tomorrow, these motherfuckers put me on the sanitation Twitter.
They had a guy go
They
to-
put the video up of me throwing the fucking guy's
Yeah.
mail in 32
I
seconds.
used to like the covers. I used to fling them like
This guy, they were all over the fucking neighborhood. The fucking lids.
I'm
You
getting
knew
phone
where we
calls.
came by though.
It was
You're on,
crazy.
Kurt, you're on Twitter, Kurt. You're on Twitter. I'm like, I'm on Twitter for what? You're on the sanitation fucking
Except
Twitter
for like
page.
he said, like you know, people you knew, the nice people in the neighborhood. And
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and
You respect
Yeah.
me, I
Yeah,
respect
exactly.
you. That's it.
Thank you. Like I said it, I said it on a podcast. Thank you went a long way with me.
Yeah.
And even if it was a shit pail to lift, and if
Oh,
they
I'm
said,
sorry,
"Oh,
I
I'm
couldn't-
sorry,
yeah, exactly.
I don't have the
Yeah.
lid,"
When they're by themselves.
it is what it is. But the job would bring you to a point where you were ready to fucking explode.
'cause
it
you
was
felt worthless,
fucking
bro.
yeah.
I feel like these people
we always
fucking
felt
think
like
I'm
that.
fucking-
Yeah.
And then they peek out the blinds.
Yeah.
from-
Yeah.
You see them and you
They're
go to
waiting.
wave and then
Yelling,
They're waiting
oh
for you to
my
throw
god,
it.
the yelling at houses.
I
Oh
used
my
to do that
god,
shit too, though.
screaming at people at the houses.
Fuck that. Nothing better than disgruntled
that was
Louie.
great.
Oh,
though.
but-
Nothing-
That
nothing
used to
better-
make my day.
Nothing better
When I
than
could get
disgruntled
my
Louie.
frustrations out on somebody else and you
And
know, I'll yell at
exactly.
you through the window.
Who's
Exactly.
gonna say anything to him?
No, nobody.
fucking guy's a
I
big
ain't saying shit to
motherfucker.
him, and I'm working with him,
Nobody
and I know
fucking-
him.
Nobody said shit to him. They just
Like,
people in the
fuck
house
this.
just were like, "Oh fuck."
No, and there were certain areas that every other pail was in the fucking air, taking flight, and I'm just
maggots,
like,
maggots, and you
I'm not gonna argue.
Some of the neighborhoods we worked in, you know,
Yeah,
those
man.
people didn't even use bags. They were like animals, man.
Yeah.
Just throw their garbage in the pail.
I seen a guy pull a pail out of
Dirty
the house
Everything.
to the car, to the truck, out of the house, 14 section, Mariners Harbor, pulls it out. There's fucking maggots in the pail. I'm like, bro, this was in your house?
Yeah.
He's like, what's the matter? I'm like, bro, there's fucking maggots in the pail. Are you kidding me?
Some people don't care, bro.
Nah, they didn't give a fuck.
Bro, they get disco rice.
Protein for them.
In case they get a little hungry at the middle of the night.
Hey, I gotta buy dog food. Just
That
feed them the dancing
smell,
rice.
that maggot
you know?
smells
Bro,
fucking
come on.
horrific.
That's the worst
That's
smell
horrific,
in the
man.
world. If you've never smelled that before, do not get that on you because it does not come out. That's a whole wasted uniform.
Dude,
God
that
forbid you get
smell.
spilled.
And it's crazy. I remember where the hell was I? I think it was like Costco one day, and I had a bag of potatoes. Now I was buying them, right? And I'm like, I took them out of the thing and put them on the counter, and the girl scans them. And I'm like, she's like, oh, that smells. I was like, I don't want those. Take them off. She's like, what's the matter? I was like, the maggots. There's maggots in there. She's like, how do you know? I was like, lady, that smell will never leave my nose. I
Yeah,
could smell that from a
that's a
mile away.
distinctive smell.
But I
that's
couldn't
something
smell it in the
different.
in the bin.
Yeah.
It just once I put it on the counter. Oh my god! And it was like all mushed away. So they must have been eating at it.
were in
Oh,
They were in there.
but dude, when we were picking dead dogs up and they were eating at that, the maggots were awful, and people don't understand that smell.
I remember that. We had to pick up a dead German Shepherd on Castleton Avenue one time. Fucking poor dog. The legs were still standing in there. I'm like, dude, what am I supposed to do with it?
He was
He's like,
just running.
throw it in the truck.
Throw
I'm
it
like,
in.
I am not cycling this up. It had to be so. I'm not doing that. I said, I'll put it there and close it, but when you bring it back to the garage, you call somebody to get it out because there's no way I'm cycling up a dog.
No, in certain areas where the dogs were sitting in the curbs for a while, because
Yeah.
they just leave them there.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
normal.
Hey,
I
Try to do it with a shovel.
I don't think it was
Pick up an
you. I
80-pound
forget.
dog with a shovel. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. With a 75-pound shovel.
still got-
Fucking shovels they give you could knock down houses. Oh yeah, go shovel the fucking thing up with
knocked
that.
down a Marty with that shovel.
Yeah, I did. No, but the dogs with that scent, you know, I remember once I had to pick them up. It might have been Park Hill. I had to pick a dog up, and the legs were sticking up straight. So me and the other guy, we grabbed both legs. And we're like, 1, 2, and we were holding the legs in our hands, and the dog was still on the floor. And the maggots and the shit that came crawling out of that dog. Yeah. I was just like, what the fuck, man? And I'm like, this is awful. I think it was Winters, Brian Winters. He starts gagging. I'm like, what the fuck?
And big anti-ketchup guy. Never understood it.
Oh, he hates ketchup. Guy hates
Big anti-ketchup guy.
ketchup.
Winters, I got some ketchup for you, pal.
But no, always listen. With Louie, it was always fun.
I never had a bad time.
I gotta
with Louie
say, the years I worked with you, it was fucking classic.
I had a lot of fun.
Shit from him, that's why I didn't care. It like
Was
you
there
said,
some frustrating
it's an
days?
8-hour day. Can only torture me for 8 hours.
that's
I
it.
know I'm out after that.
And there was some fucking frustrating days with Louie. Like I told the story in one that, you know, you threw the garbage pail in the corner basket in and cycled it, and I made you go in the truck. I'm like, Lou, I'm not getting 5 days for this, 4 days, whatever. What they would threaten us.
That was in Manhattan, wasn't it?
Manhattan 4.
Yes.
And then there was another Manhattan story.
That's because the supervisor was collecting a thing from the guy on the corner. He had all his store flyers in the trash. I'm like, you don't get to throw that. It says no household garbage.
Yeah.
But he was getting a kickback. So they made me, he called the supervisor when he see me do it. And I had to go back and put the thing there.
Yeah, we had to go. The basket relocation program.
I know that all too well.
His own
Every
fucking
time
program.
you followed me on a basket route, there was some basket relocation truck.
Yeah, there was something missing. No, but then we were also one time, me and Louie were working in Manhattan, and we were on MLP in Manhattan 3. So they're like, both of you go out. One of you take the truck. The other guy just dropped the other guy off with the pail, right? So I'm like, all right, 14th Street and Houston Street. So I'm like, all right, Lou, you're the senior guy. I'm the junior guy. You take the truck. He's like, nah, fuck that. You take the truck. They can't see me if I don't have the truck. I'm like, oh, this fucking guy is smart. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, right? I'm like, God damn it, he got me. So anyway, so I take the truck, I park, put my headphones in, I cover it with my beanie. Fucking Louie, I drop Louie off at 14th Street, right? 14 in Houston isn't a block away. It's a pretty good distance, right?
Big ass long block.
Yeah,
He's
right?
Like, just stand there.
He's like, just sweep 14th Street, the foreman tells us, and you sweep Houston. I'm like, okay. So I park the truck, I get out, I start fucking sweeping. Next thing you know, fucking Louie comes barreling around the corner. Now, I didn't leave the first corner. I'm like, fuck it, I'm just going to stay on this corner and make this shit Tiffany. I'm going to make sure if anybody comes here, the broom is not moving, not stopping, right? Fucking Louie comes around with the pail. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I ain't fucking standing up there. Some homeless guy fucking threatened my life. I was like, bro, do you see the fucking size of you, bro?
Fuck that.
He's like, I ain't being up there. Fuck
Not only
that.
that, I told the stores as I was walking down, make sure you clean up in front of your store.
Oh, shit.
I got from the
Clean
curb
up your
out
shit.
to the street. That's it. That rest is all yours. I got that one square.
He's telling this fucking store owners, clean up your shit.
Clean up.
They should.
Well, they were supposed to anyway.
Exactly.
So in great Louie fashion, he's like, I said, Lou, just do me a favor. Go across the street, son. Don't stand here with me. He's like, I'm gonna go across the street. So now we're both on Houston, right? So next thing you know, a foreman pulls up. He's like, bro, where's your buddy at? I haven't seen him. I'm like, I'm not his keeper. I don't know. I said, I have no idea. Meanwhile, he just saw him.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, he's got to be around somewhere. Where the fuck could he be? So he goes around and goes around. There's the one I told you a while ago that, he kept, oh, your broom's still moving, so I can't bother you. This is the foreman. So he goes, oh, wait, is that him across the street? I'm like, oh, yeah, I think that is him. Like, I mean, he's fucking 6'4". Like, he's not this small little guy. Of course it probably is. So he's like, oh, this fucking thing. Next thing you know, Louie comes over. He goes, I'm not fucking going back up there. So I'm like, all right, so what'd you say? He goes, I told him, fucking guy threatened me up there, a homeless guy. I had to almost hit him with the broom or something. And I'm like, I got scared. I'm like, bro, what are you scared of, bro? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Precious cargo, bro.
That's it.
I thought that was another one. I'm like, oh, he's
Quick
getting
answers,
hammered
bro.
for
You want
this.
my pail? You want my shovel?
Louie always
Quick
had the
answers.
answers. Always. For one guy that, I mean, the shit that he would, hey, Lou, why are you doing this? he would run through fucking answers. I'm like, this dude, you must have him written at like on a book at home. It was
the way you
crazy.
had everything in that show.
Yeah,
Well, you had to. You
sometimes
always had to
yeah.
have the outs, you know?
You give that quick answer, though. Just shut,
Like you
shut right
said,
the
work
fuck up.
smart and not hard.
Oh, yeah. Work
Yeah.
smarter, not harder, baby.
And those quick answers would shut down any boss.
Yeah.
I remember when I was new on the job, maybe first 6 months, one of the senior guys told me, he was like, listen, as long as you put it in a question form, you could call a boss whatever the fuck you want. Exactly. So I'm like, what do you mean? Well, he said, if a boss bothered you, you ask him, like, bro, are you always this kind of fucking asshole to people? So, like, yeah, he might try to write you up for calling him an asshole, but you were asking him if he was always an asshole to people.
Yeah.
So as long as it's in a question form, they can't hammer you.
Well, that's it. You know, when you went out of town, you had some great supervisors and some guys who would try to take advantage.
Oh, of
without a
course.
doubt. Out of town's the worst.
You know, because they're like, oh, let's get the out of towners to do it because my guys don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they knew they were taking work off their guys'
Yeah,
plate.
exactly.
Yeah.
See, but guys like us, when they would fuck with me out of town, I'd be like, bro, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm here for the day. I'm not fucking.
I'm not here for the 4 hours.
I'm not,
That's
Yeah.
all I
I'm
want.
not your savior, bro.
No,
I'm
because
not
there
gonna
were.
Save your whole garage.
No,
My
'cause there were
fucking
plenty
8
of
hours
those.
that I'm here.
One day I was out of town at 3 with my brother, and we're coming in fucking whatever time it was, winter, so lunch was I think 11. It's like 10:45. We're getting fuel
Yeah.
on our way in for lunch, and the guy's saying shit to me and my brother. I'm like looking at him. I'm like, yo, he's. I said, I think I used to work with this guy too. I go, is your name so? He goes like, yeah. I'm like, I'm fucking Goetz, bro. I worked with you. Why are you breaking my fucking balls? I said, you guys are in already.
Yeah.
He's like, they're done. I'm like, your balls, they're fucking done. I'm like, these are all MLP trucks. I said, you're breaking my balls? You think you're going to scare me? I said, I don't give a fuck. And, I was with my brother, so he didn't give a fuck at all.
He was Louie's brother on that fucking job. They
My
were
brother
twinning.
did not give a fuck.
I love working with Steve.
my brother-
Oh, my
Steve,
God.
I have good
My
times.
brother's like, we'll fucking go home, dude. I'm like, I guess I'm going to go home. Fuck it. He's my ride. Fuck.
Now you didn't lose one, you lost two, bro.
Yeah.
That's
Fuck.
it.
But that's how they would treat you. Like, they think they could scare you.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
And it was shitty.
There was
because
no way. There was no way. When guys would get scared, I used to go, "Are you fucking kidding me? You're not a man."
And
Yeah.
that's it. I want to let them talk down. I was like,
Nah.
listen, I don't let my father yell at me. I'm not going to have you yell at me.
Yeah.
Especially I'm older than you.
Yeah.
Or I have more time on the job.
And it was just them trying to take advantage. That was the
Yeah,
bigger
it was-
kicker. And it just made no fucking sense. Where it was, I get it. You're out of town, so they're trying to get their guys to have a better day.
Yes.
And you're like, oh, we'll give it all. We'll take a line off everybody's fucking routes and we'll give it to these junior guys that are out of town.
Yeah, exactly.
No, who the fuck are you? Like,
But then they don't want to give you money for it. Either,
No, no,
too.
no,
You
Yeah.
don't get truck money
No.
because you started as MLP.
yeah.
So, or they try half a truck, meanwhile you did 10 tons. How's that a half a truck?
Or
Yeah.
they would tell you, "We'll let you come in early if you do these 5 lines for us on the arm."
Yeah.
Nothing's free, pal.
No, then you
No,
turn
it's
on
fucking
the
free.
first fucking block and there's like
Yeah.
piles of shit.
Yeah,
You do
exactly.
7 tons.
It's fucking 4 buildings wide. Yeah,
Fuck
just
that.
do these 5 blocks.
No, and you had that. You had that in Manhattan. You had it in Brooklyn. I had a few spots in Queens that were like
I
that.
never really worked many times in Brooklyn, except for the place by Coney Island.
I only worked in Brooklyn for
And
that.
Brooklyn
when I-
won once, and I never went
For
back
that burning
there.
of the bread
I'm
shit.
like, never go back to Brooklyn 1. Fuck the 4 hours.
I
It's not
fucking-
worth it.
I did Brooklyn 1. That was it. Yeah, so you were at the burning of the bread.
Yeah, fuck that.
So somebody, not that they came after me, but in Theo's podcast, they're like, I don't know what this guy's talking about. They don't throw everything out. They
Well, they
just
do
burn
some.
matzah. I'm like, they were burning garbage trucks, bro. There's
Bro,
fire
there was
trucks on
fire
every fucking
everywhere.
block.
Every corner I turned, there was something on fire.
Bread don't burn like that.
No.
And if matzah burns like that, what the fuck are you eating it? That's nasty, man.
They were burning
You're
fucking
eating
couches in
paper.
the middle of the street.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but I don't know the name of the holiday.
All their news-
I called the burning
Pass
All
over.
their papers and everything, just right in there.
It's Passover.
right in the pile on the street. There's fire trucks fucking everywhere.
Yeah, there was one of the times, and it was the second time I went there, and I never went back again. And I said, "Fuck this, I'm never coming back here again."
Two times I
It was a
went to that
tissue
shit.
box. The kid fucking threw it in, and it went behind me, and it was on fire. And I literally dove in the truck and grabbed it out. I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
I was
The
there one
OJs
time.
never had respect for us, bro.
No.
OJ, dude, there was, and I don't know who I was with, and I almost fucking wet my pants, bro. Oh, I think it was Kerry Quinn. You remember Kerry Quinn? Was he there when you were there still? Dude, we're doing the trail. I forgot. I think we were at break, and we were double parked, but cars can fit through. But now they got these Crown Vics.
Yeah, station wagon.
Right? So I'm like, bro, this guy's going to really. And I think somebody double parked next to us or something. We were parked fine. Anyway, I'm like, dude, this guy ain't going to make it. He's like, bro, who cares? They drive fucking battleships. I'm like, bro, I never heard that in my life. And that is so fucking true.
Yeah.
Every fucking bump is dangling. Fucking every door has a cut in the
They're not
side.
responsible for anything.
Bro, I had a guy try to get around me.
Tickets they don't pay for nothing.
I had a guy try to get around me because I wouldn't move. He went up on the sidewalk. He drove over a garbage bag. It lifted the back of the car off of the ground, and the fucking tire was spinning. I'm like, look at you, fucking idiot.
And then he's like, can you help me?
Yeah, he's like, I can't. Can I borrow your gloves? No, you fucking asshole. But I'm leaving now, so go fuck yourself. I'm out.
They did shit to me one time. I don't know what it is when they can't touch they can't touch.
Yeah, you gotta have to turn the lights on and shit.
Standing on his front step with a bag of garbage. He's going, boy. I'm with one of the guys from that garage, and I'm like, are you talking to me? He's like, boy, come get this, boy. I went, go fuck yourself. And I kept walking. The kid's like, you can't do that. The whoever is gonna come to the garage.
Yeah.
Rabbi.
rabbi,
Sure
yeah.
as shit, came to the garage. The super's like, are you kidding me? You can't talk to people like that. I said, let me tell you something right now. The guy was standing on his fucking steps, calling me boy. Come grab this boy. Come grab this boy. I'm like, yeah, I told him, fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
I said,
Yeah,
right
that
now,
ain't
do whatever
happening.
you want, bro. I'm not gonna let nobody treat me like a jerk off.
Yeah, no.
He's like, you don't understand. We have an understanding with them. We work with them. I'm like, I don't give a fuck what you do. I'm from fucking Staten Island 3.
Yeah, I don't
Now
do that
have
shit.
An understanding is one thing, but common courtesy and respect for
They
each
have no
other,
respect.
that's where...
Bro, at least throw the fucking bag over the
Yeah,
little fence in the
exactly.
front.
Yeah, chuck it at me. Don't call me boy.
Don't call me boy.
I'd rather you throw it at my feet. Then I could call you an asshole and walk
The kid
away
I
with
was
it.
with, the
You
kid I
know?
was with from the garage was shitting himself. And I'm like, bro, listen to me. I got this. Don't worry about it. Just tell him it was
you
me.
like that when you got like more time on the job and then you had those junior guys who used to be scared of
And listen, there were a lot of them where I understood it because the way the bosses talked to them then, but I'm like, why? But I kind of understood why they were, but I didn't understand why they were. Because I'm like, I don't even listen to them. I didn't listen to half the bosses.
Yeah.
But I didn't see a boss for 4 years, my last 4 years.
They thought I was nuts.
You
so they
know?
left me
And then you
alone.
had great bosses too. Like I went head to head with Marty a couple times, but
He always had your back. Yeah,
he
Marty
always
was a
had your
great
back.
dude.
That's what it is. You had the difference.
Marty was
And
good
He
people.
never banged. I don't remember him banging.
No.
anyone. So
No, he wanted to bang us because we threw his pail up in the fucking up on the pole, and him and his son couldn't get it,
it was
and they
a
had to
bang
have
back then.
they had to have Cochran come
God there was no
with the
ring
garbage
camera.
truck. Bro, I got his pail so high in the pole, and it was around the street from Gus's. So that's what we did to him and Gus. We put the pail so high in the fucking poles. Marty couldn't even get it. Cochran had to come with the garbage truck. They had to stand on top of the garbage truck to get it out of the fucking pole.
fuck that.
No, but that's where the
love that
job would
shit.
go, though. It would. Some guys just they were very aggressive, and once they realized like they couldn't get that way with, like they didn't have the control,
Exactly.
they would leave you alone.
Yeah, they totally leave you alone.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted. Just leave me alone. Let me do my job.
Yeah, let me do my
It's
thing.
and that
Some
unfortunately,
things I could understand I got in trouble for, like,
Yeah.
taking an FEL loader, front end loader, and just driving around and doing some of these whole fucking backyard for them, like, pulling out the dirt and
Yeah.
tree stumps.
Help the community, bro.
yeah. Well, you got to help the community,
Yeah, that's
like
what
you
we're
helped
about.
them in Brooklyn. You took that bag. Hey, boy,
I didn't take that bag.
come take this bag,
That
boy.
bag didn't hit this way, pal. That bag stayed where it was. Or maybe the kid
Oh
went
man,
fucking
the
got it, I don't
OJs were
remember.
fucking
That's it.
crazy.
If the rabbi's gonna come down to the garage and complain, let him bring that little bag that the guy wanted you
Yeah,
to take.
throw it in.
Dude, there was a garage, and I don't real quick in Brooklyn. It was like the cages or something. It was called like that route, and you had to literally go
behind the
in the
fence.
cages, in the behind their fences
Yeah,
at every
fence work.
fucking house.
Every house.
I'm
I remember
like
that
fence work. That's what it was called. Oh, you got fence work on this block. What the fuck's that mean?
Nope.
I said I do that in Staten Island, but my Christmas is good for it. Like I ain't doing this shit
You're
here.
also doing for people you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And really, they put it out to the curb, not even behind their fence.
No.
Like, I grew up in Brooklyn. We had to put ours out to the curb.
Yeah.
Now, this whole route, though, everything was behind the fence.
Yeah.
I remember that shit.
Yeah, I think it was fence work, and it was crazy. Oh, you got this and that.
Probably
Guys would tell you.
PK1.
I don't think
That's
it
probably
was
why I
one.
never went back there. I ain't doing that fence
I
shit.
guarantee there's somebody out there that's gonna watch this that's gonna say, I remember that guy and I know why he didn't come back to BK fucking one. Oh man. But there would listen. You had all those kind of garages. Every garage had its little niche that it was like you don't want to go in this area, that area. They just sucked. It was awful. But Staten Island in itself was, it was a fucking play yard. I hate to say it. They would say it. Oh, you're going to the country club.
Yeah.
And we found that out, people. And there are some people that know this story. But we did find that out on a one-way street one day. Me and Louie working. We were doing recycling. And it was during Halloween. It might have been Halloween. And all of a sudden, I don't fucking know what's going on. I'm throwing recycling in the back of the truck. I think it was Raymond Place. And fucking Louie runs by me up the street. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Big Lou is running.
Lou's running.
First of all, yeah, something's going on. You see me running.
The truck is parked. I'm dumping pails. Louie runs by me up the block. So I'm like, should I start running? All of a sudden, I look around the block or look around the truck, and fucking this animal and Fisher are whipping eggs at us.
We were fucking egging you.
There were eggs flying all over the fucking neighborhood. It was
fucking worse,
it was
bro.
crazy. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I take off running. So whatever, they're all, oh yeah, fuck you guys, this and that.
We had to back down it.
You had to back down, but I'm like, all right. So now me and Louie get back in the truck. We're like, fuck this route. We got to get these motherfuckers back. So
you were like, fuck
you took Forrest. They said, Lou, get the fuck in the truck. Now, listen, whatever. We
It's
could
your
talk.
neighborhood, so you knew where
I
you were
knew the
going.
cutoff streets.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Lou, you get in the pasture side. I got this. We cut them all the way off near Key Food.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
you went and got
we
fucking
went
like 10
3
dozen
dozen.
eggs.
No, we got 3 dozen
We
eggs.
got the 3 dozen.
We got 3 dozen eggs. It's only 36 to those
Sorry
slow
for
people
the
out there.
neighbors who live there.
Yeah, sorry for the people that were shopping at that place right there, because
This is-
regular Earth is happening.
This is about 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock
In the
morning,
afternoon.
people. So this is what was going on in broad daylight.
Broad daylight, Earth is happening. People are walking around shopping at Key Food.
Jump for the egg.
Fucking all
It's
of a
Halloween.
sudden, they got stuck at the light. We're just chucking eggs
Fucking-
from, and they're like, "What is that?" They didn't know at first because we were missing. We were hitting the truck. They're like, "What is hitting us?" I remember this one's looking out the truck and looking on
See
top
what's
because
dinging.
bing, 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 right? Next thing you know, we're fucking impaling their truck. They were covered head to toe.
Yeah, and then we
with
went back
eggs.
and got more eggs, me and Fisher.
Then you went back. Then you chased us. We were like running the neighborhood, garbage trucks, having an egg fight
Do you remember where we ended up?
at my mother's.
At your mother's, and we fucking pressure washed.
We were
the trucks,
pressure
and your
washing
truck
the
wouldn't start.
Yeah.
Remember, we couldn't get the truck fucking started.
We were pressure washing the trucks because we could not get the eggs.
Oh, bro.
There was so many in the cab, out of the
that
cab.
was
It was
fucking
everywhere,
bad.
right? Couldn't get my truck started. We finally did. The next day, or maybe 2 days later, in every single truck, written was "Do not wash inside cabs." It said it in every fucking truck in the city. Do not wash inside of cabs. Oh my God! But that was what we
was
dealt
fucking-
with
that
every
was
day.
crazy.
It was a.
That's what made the fucking
Yeah,
great.
we made the job better.
We made
for
it
us,
fun,
you
man.
know?
Oh, we made it
still
so
did what
much
we
fun.
Had to do, but we had fun in the meantime.
Who else is gonna do shit like that? Who the fuck else thinks of shit like that?
It was
other
crazy.
fucking job, you're fucking bored out
Oh,
of your
you're getting
mind.
fired. Yeah, and that
Or
was
you
the
get
thing.
Fired.
Never had a boring day with fucking Louie. Let's put it that
I'll
way.
tell you right now, if that was today, with everybody with the cameras on
Oh,
their
my
phones,
God.
there would have been some good fucking YouTube
TikTok.
clips and
Yeah,
shit.
we would
TikToks.
have been on TikToks and fucking all
quickly
kinds of
Famous
shit.
already.
Oh,
now.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Fuck this
Disgruntled
podcast.
sanitation workers fighting with fucking eggs.
That would have been like the Hawk Tour
We'd
girl.
be bigger than the Hot Tour girl.
Bing, bing,
We'd be
bing,
bigger than
bong.
Hot
The Egg Brothers.
Look at
outta
these
here.
egg assholes
Who the fuck
fucking
even
going
thinks of
crazy.
shit like
Oh,
that?
Molly, I don't know. I don't even know what was going through
I
your
don't-
heads
I don't know.
to come up the one way, the wrong way
way.
with the eggs.
With eggs. I think it was legit Halloween.
Sorry, I didn't give you a heads up. I just took off
Yeah.
past him.
You
He
just-
just mentioned it now. He's like, oh, I just see Louie running. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even say nothing.
He didn't
I
even
just
like
kept
yell,
going.
run, motherfucker. He didn't even fucking yell. He just took off.
You must have been in mid-cycle. You didn't hear me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I helped. I was trying to yell to you. No, but we had that, like, dude, there were other times where I did things, and we did things in the garage fucking with people. I mean, you were probably there, and I'm sure you were front and center when they were lighting, God rest his soul, Dizzy on fire.
Oh, that
you
was
know?
fucking funny. I was there.
Oh, my God. And God
was
rest his
crazy
soul,
shit.
Dizzy was such a good fucking person
He was a
for
good
it.
sport.
Yeah, he was a
likes
great
that.
guy.
He liked to have fun too.
Bro, he used to put dildos on his bumper.
Or fuck the police on his bumper so when he drives home he gets
No, it
pulled
said
over.
fuck Jersey State Troopers.
Yeah, it said "fuck Jersey State Troopers," and he got pulled over. And Dizzy talked like this, and he was like, "I don't know what these fucking guys did in my fucking garage. You're fucking assholes." And that's the way he was. He was extreme.
Yes.
Like, and they literally covered him in newspapers.
And we lit it up.
And I don't think it was us. I don't think it was you, but I know you were there.
We were there.
I know we were there,
I
but
know-
it wasn't
I know-
us. I know exactly who did it, but I don't want to say his name.
I'm just gonna say,
But
I think the guy does home improvements.
he was part of it. Yeah, he was part
Oh,
of it.
yeah, definitely. He was a character
Oh, he was
himself.
fucking
Yeah.
nuts.
He
Bro,
always had
they
great
wrote on
times
his
with
face
him,
with
too.
permanent black marker.
Black
I'm
marker.
like, what the fuck? I'm like, this place is fucking crazy.
Oh man,
Yeah, that's what it is. That place brought the crazy out.
And then
Oh,
Disney
my
would
God.
wake up and be like, anybody want anything to eat? I'm going to the kitchen and make your eggs.
I'm making coffee.
The fucking guy was good,
Oh
bro. He-
man, I remember he came in one day and he was out for a while, like 2-3 months. And I'm like, Des, what's up, man? And he's got like duct tape, like pieces of duct tape stuck to his hands, all over his hands. So I'm like, Des, what the fuck? What are you doing? He's like, I got carpet tunnel and I had the surgery, so I couldn't hold the paintbrush, so I painted. I duct taped the paintbrushes to my hand, and I was painting like this. I said, Des, are you serious? He was nuts. And I remember one day there was a water balloon fight, and they got him with water balloons, right? So he's like, you motherfuckers. And it was the guy doing home improvements and the other wacko in 14 section.
Fucking.
They don't say it.
I don't want to say.
Don't say the word
we'll
because
be
people
banned.
exactly.
We'll be bad.
We'll be
So
banned.
so then he goes, he changes, comes back out, they hit him again. I got one fucking outfit left. This is it. He put his uniform back on. They fucking soaked that, right? He's like, you motherfuckers, this, that, and the other
They
thing.
fucked with him bad.
But that same, home improvement guy was fucking with everybody that day. And I remember he hit me with a water balloon. So now I'm like, whatever, I'm in for fun. Let's do this, right? And he would bring like fireworks in and all that kind of shit.
You don't remember the time
Yeah,
he
he threw the M80 and it blew up and it was like on somebody. Yeah.
Oh, the guy that used to do the decks and stuff. Skinny guy.
Kazera?
No, not
No.
Kazera. He looked like a guy from down south. Sweetheart of a guy. Did framing.
Tommy Rogers.
Tommy Rogers.
Good old Tommy
Fucking
Rogers.
The guy we're talking about throws a blockbuster in M80 like near him.
Yeah, and it
the
blew
back
up on
blew
his
out,
head.
and it blew a hole in the back of his arm.
Yeah, I remember that
I was
day.
like, holy shit.
But he was crazy, right? Not that he.
Crazier than me. I didn't blow people up.
No,
I just yelled at them.
no, but
You yelling at people was scary enough, bro.
listen, this was at sign out.
Yeah.
This was
Yeah.
like we're just getting ready to go home.
Fucking
Like
around
guys just
sign
want to go home. We're online, and this guy's throwing fireworks around. But I did get him back one day, right? So me and Gus one day we go to my mother-in-law's. She lived like in an area in 13 section, right? So I go, I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. We were done with the route, so I'm like, let's go fuck with this person. So we go get a 5-gallon bucket that literally had chlorine and shit in it. Filled it up with water, put it in the side bin. And now I knew what route he was on. He was with Hank Brandt, right?
I remember that.
Bro, we parked like 4 blocks down on this one stretch that they had left after lunch. Me and Gus were done. We go, I hide behind cars, right, with this fucking bucket of water. And people are outside their house. It's the middle of summer. And they're like, what? I was like, shh, I'm telling people, don't worry, don't tell them. So he takes the garbage pails. He dumps both of them. He's walking back with a pail in each hand. So he has no way to block. Dude, I doused him fucking head to toe with this 5-gallon bucket of water, right? I ran down the block. Like, this is the craziness. Like, we're running around. Gus is hysterical laughing. Like, it was the highlight of the fucking week for us, right? He came back. Dude, he was so mad. He was like, I stink like chlorine. Was there bleach in there? Was that bleach? I'm like, bro, stop. Because he would take it to another level.
Oh, yeah.
This certain person.
That's
When
why
you
he
got
was
him
afraid
back.
if there was bleach.
Yeah.
You remember what him and the other guy did, right? The
No.
bald guy.
To who?
Forget the guy's name. Neil Ponakova.
I don't remember what they did.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know what they did.
supervisor Neil, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, the garage guy 8 to 4.
I don't know if I should even say it. They did something.
We already fucking.
All right, they cracked a fucking bottle, threw it in the front seat, and fucking.
Oh,
Neil-
that's right.
Neil
I
sat
do
down
remember
and went
that.
Through his ass.
Yes, I did
He had to
remember
go to the
that.
hospital.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that. Yeah.
Neil
Yeah,
the
they
real
didn't. Those two, when they got together,
Oh, they were bad.
They were bad news, man.
Oh,
They were funny.
bro, they worked together that whole 1 year. 4
Oh,
to
my
12.
God,
And I
they
was
were
4 to 12,
awful.
And I would play cards with them. And the construction guy, the home improvement guy, didn't like people farting. And what the fuck was his name? There was like a motorcycle guy that was in the garage for like 2 years. Big fucking.
Baranowski or something like that. I
something
know.
like that.
Yeah, Barkowski.
We're playing cards,
Yeah, he used to stink.
and he fucking farts next to that guy. And bro, I thought they were gonna fucking beat the shit out of each other. These guys were friends. They were fucking around all the time. And I'm like, this guy
I
was
think they both grew up in the same
Well, he
area.
was
They knew each
He was
other.
the leader of the fucking lowriders, the guy. I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is gonna happen right now? I used to love.
He was a
I-
1%er, bro.
I used to love that.
1% of
shit.
garbage.
Confrontations. When fucking when Lenny and
Were you there?
I was there for that.
Arnie Abrahamson?
No, Lenny and
Roll.
Bobby Fluger
Oh, yeah.
almost went at it, and everybody's trying to break it up. I'm going, break it up.
Let this roll,
This
bro.
is 1A and 1B, the two toughest guys in the garage.
Easy.
Let them go. Let them go.
Easy.
That was fun, yeah.
Yeah, no, they were those older guys though. But you were there plenty of times with the, we would sign out at 7 a.m. after working 12 hours in the snow, probably 7-8 days straight, and we were hanging out in 13 section, and there was a certain now he's retired, but he became a boss, and he thought his shit didn't stink because he knew someone, and we were trying to get his locker, and we were trying to move his locker out onto Jersey Street.
Yeah.
And Lenny, I had Lenny ripping at this fucking locker.
I love Lenny. Lenny was.
But that's what we did. Like, we fucked with each other. We had so much fun on the job just in that.
Yes.
Yeah,
we definitely had some good times on that job. Come on.
I have so many stories in the bank
Oh, yeah.
that I haven't fucking told that are just like, what the fuck was
Well, it's
I
like
thinking?
it's pure stupidity. If you think about it, like
When
the
you
shit
guys
we
first
did.
came out to Staten Island, did you just go nights right away, or
I don't remember. Yes, I went
think
4 to
like-
12 right off the bat.
did you right off
Yeah.
the bat? Yeah.
I
was
thought they
dazed a
did
little
that.
bit with you.
They
And then
did that like
summer,
5-day thing.
When did we come? We came in the winter, right?
June.
We came
First week in June.
So
First week in
maybe
June.
like a couple of weeks I worked.
But I couldn't
Because
make nights.
Then I remember going 4 to 12.
I couldn't make nights
Yeah.
because all
4
the
to
night
12
guys
was
were
awesome.
all like they own other businesses and
Yeah,
stuff.
4 to 12 was
So
Yeah,
all
a lot of
those
them
4 to
did,
12 and 12 to 8
4 to
guys were
12 was
all
great because we had a full shift.
yeah.
There was always
You
work.
had a
This is
sign
before
to
people
get
dumped.
there.
Yeah, exactly.
This is before they got paid
So
to
they
dump.
had left out work.
There
and
was
you
always
dumped
left out
Yeah.
work, and there was always piece trucks, but they were full. And he either on recycling, garbage, but I loved fucking 4 to 12. It was awesome.
No, we always had a good
Remember
time.
one time they had the route, you would have to do it in paper first, go dump it, and then come back and do the glass. I hated that fucking route. Seriously.
What
That
was it, like a
fishes
half
or
and half?
Gags. Yeah, it was half. You did paper
Okay.
first on the entire route.
Yeah,
You go
and
and dump it, and then you come back and
get
had to do the metal.
the metal, but not a whole route, right? I don't
No,
know,
it was like, I don't know.
quarter
how
route or
long.
something.
No, but that's because we still had the little 20 yarders.
Yeah.
We still had the little trucks. That's
I
why.
hated those trucks when I had to do a relay in the rain. When you were going to Brooklyn, coming around that fucking turn, the fucking truck would be like,
Oh, coming down the fucking Verrazano Bridge.
Oh,
I never
motherfucker.
seen a garbage truck do 85 miles an hour.
drop
But
that
you had
bitch in
that
neutral.
CF265, remember
Oh,
that
yeah,
truck?
yeah, yeah.
You used to kick that shit in neutral. You were coming down.
Oh,
if there was
remember the
anything in front
CFs?
of you, pray for them.
do you
There's no way you were stopping.
do you remember the time
for them.
that you were with him and I was with Fisher and we were coming back from like 15E and your fucking truck went on fire?
No, it wasn't 15E. It was right over the fucking outer bridge.
Yes,
And
going
this
out the
sick
bridge.
bastard. So we spoke about this, how it was always a race.
Yeah,
Right?
always.
Always a race.
So we were racing. If you want to tell the story, you could tell it. But dude, I'll never forget that night in my
Well,
life.
you fucking thought we were lying.
Well, no.
I'm pointing at the truck. Your truck's on fire. You're like, fuck you. Fuck.
We were winning. We were
like,
winning the
it was
race.
fun. We
I'm
were
like,
winning.
the truck's on
You know what
fucking
happens when I
fire.
backed up to dump the thing? I must have hit the line and
Yeah.
fucking blew the
Oh no,
line.
no, you didn't. Must have. I told you. I think you blew a line. You said, "I'll just hold the breakdown the entire way back."
That's what we did.
That's what he did.
You
He
needed
thought
that
he,
fucking drum
bro.
up like a
He thought he
motherfucker.
was doing something by holding this down.
Yeah.
He held it with all his might the entire way. Dude, they were locked up, the brakes. They was
we were
doing
still
nothing.
going.
Oh, it
you
was
walked
going.
out.
We made it
You were,
halfway.
you were
were
still
doing
on
fucking
fire.
50 miles. That shit was fucking torched.
It was like Dags walking down the block starting a fire between his legs.
when
Jesus
did
Christ.
you finally realize
A woman
that we
pulled
were
up to
alive?
us.
Woman, yeah, she's like,
We had the doors open, and I'm like, hey, we got them. We're going to beat them. We're going to beat them. And all of a sudden, a woman pulls up, and she's like, your truck is on fire. I'm like, what? And I look in the mirror, and there was flames shooting out the side of the
You're like, oh, that's what
fucking
those two
truck.
assholes were saying.
fucking brakes.
So what happened then
We got
was
screwed because we had to wait for the wreck.
this one, Louie pulls off on the side of the highway. So I'm like, oh, wait, because we had dumping in Jersey, we had to carry fire extinguisher and the triangles.
Every single one of those fire extinguishers had nothing.
Nothing in it.
It didn't matter. Fucking guy grabs the fire extinguisher and takes the entire fire extinguisher and throws it at the fire. He didn't open it. He didn't pull the pin. He just took the whole thing and threw it. I said,
tried.
now what, Lou?
Like, this shit is empty.
He goes, I ain't fucking going over there. And he just started walking up towards Bradley Avenue. And he left me. I'm like, I can't get to the thing now because now the tires are exploding. Boom, boom. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? It's like we were in fucking Beirut. Like they were fucking dropping bombs on us. And this sick bastard's like, I'll just call them. They'll come pick us up. I'm like, there's fucking
They
Louie.
send out the wrecker, and we had to sit in the back.
Yeah, we had to sit in the back of the fucking wrecker. I'm like, this is torture. This is fucking, but that's working with Louie. That's what you got. He wanted to win. He had to win the race.
We won that night.
Whether it cost us a truck or not.
The best was
back with no
we
tires.
finished the route before everyone.
city's gonna be like,
we
you owe
got
us
back
money
after
for-
everyone.
Yeah, you were the last
We
one.
got
there.
back 3 hours later after everybody else.
That's because they were like, fuck him now. Let's make him wait for the
Yeah,
wrecker.
'cause they knew we
12:58,
fucking
guy was
destroyed
taking
the
a nap.
thing.
He had to get up from work the next
Got a little
morning.
overtime that night.
Oh man, but that was a crazy fucking night. That night, then we had the day. Me and Louie found the fucking Joker poker
Ooh,
machines.
that was nice.
Yeah, we were just randomly picking garbage up down at Bay Street Landing. And we
Yeah.
opened the fences,
I remember that.
and there was 7 Joker poker machines. And I'm just like, this is like Christmas. I was like, maybe they'll work.
All
So
of
we
them
tried
were
them.
open except for one, and Wayne goes, I know that's something. But we didn't have a tool, so we're like, fuck. We put it in the hopper, brought it right back to the garage. Cracked that bitch open.
Val walked in.
I remember that.
Dude, there was pieces of shit everywhere. The floor, we had right where the stairs are, right where the room we had.
Yeah.
So we had both doors shut, so nobody could get in. Dude, there were fucking, there was shit everywhere. There was wood pieces everywhere.
What
We
did
were
you get out of
wailing. $720, I think it was like $360 a piece, $360 a piece.
Holy shit.
It's like, that's a bonus day.
Oh, yeah. That's a nice
Yeah,
fucking day.
and then I think we were like, all right, let's go. We probably bet on a game. This fucking guy every day. Oh, let's get the football tickets. Oh, we'll fill out 1,000 football tickets now.
Or I'd go to that little store across the street. from
Oh,
the deli.
that's right, the
that's right.
$20. That's what you did.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I would walk out of there with like
This sick bastard would win all the time.
It's fucking me and fucking Philly. I would see Philly there all the time.
Philly,
rest his
Maffey.
soul, man.
Good old
Yes.
fucking Maffey.
He was the fucking best, bro.
He was. They all Bobby all.
Yeah, that whole crew.
Yes.
They were men.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Well,
just,
men.
you know what it was? They were men, and the job never got to them.
No.
They loved, and I have told people in the past, and not even that they didn't hate the job or love the job, they just didn't want to be home.
Yeah, no.
They liked being around each other.
It's a frat, bro. Like I
It is.
say all the
Yeah,
time.
like they
a frat.
enjoyed
It's like a fucking
being
frat.
around each other.
Yeah.
Those guys didn't go home ever. They were like, oh, 22 hours overtime. All
The worst
right,
part of the day
we'll
was
be
picking
in the
up
back.
garbage. The best part of the day was the morning before the route,
Hanging
and
out.
coming hanging out at the end
Yeah,
of the day.
at the end of the
Yeah.
day.
I had more laughs with you guys. That fucking room that we had was some of the funniest, best shit I've ever done in my life. The
Dude,
fucking
we laughed for
Gem Pop.
hours.
I'm gonna eat Gem Pop. Are you out of your fucking mind?
We laughed for
eating a room.
hours.
You hear this? There's nobody here. There's no room. Fuck out of here.
They were like, oh man.
Remember we would say, if you don't got a key, you ain't coming in.
Oh, but come on, man.
Fuck outta
You're
here.
gonna make me sit and eat with these other guys
Yeah,
while they
Gem
get
Pop, bro.
dressed? Yeah.
Be a
But that
man
was the
and
thing.
go take your own fucking room like we did.
Yeah, and then they started to, and then we started getting shit from all the bosses.
Yeah.
I think Fasano was like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? You can't fucking do this shit. You fucking hooples.
But
I'm
yeah,
like,
they
bro, what are we
always want-
doing?
Yeah. Like
You know
said,
where to
if
find
a
us.
man had that
We're not
room,
hiding.
yeah. So why couldn't we have our own?
Fuck
What
that.
that?
We were never hiding
The
from
fucking
them. They
den was
knew where to
around for
find
20
us.
fucking years.
Well, that was then.
That
you
Don't
know.
matter. Still the same shit. My first week in there, my brother's like, "Oh, come up, hang out up here with these guys." I walk in the fucking opium den. There's no fucking lights. There's Christmas lights.
Christmas lights.
There's fucking
I
soda,
felt like I-
soda machines filled with fucking beer. I'm like, where the fuck
You
am
ever
I?
see fucking Platoon when they go in that?
yeah.
That's what it reminded me of.
yeah,
You
yeah.
smelt fucking. They had a
Cigarettes
a whole
and
cut
weed
in
and
the
fucking-
table just to throw their beer, so
Yeah.
you couldn't see it was.
Yeah,
being
yeah,
beer
yeah.
in there.
They had the
I was like,
garbage pail
"Here's the
underneath the
garbage pail
table."
underneath."
Them fucking
blocked
old school
off.
guys were fucking awesome, man.
Bro, because they were
were
stuck
awesome,
in that
bro.
old school thing.
Yeah.
Because they were on the job before they
Vietnam
started
vets.
getting
Yeah, they had
tested
three-man
and all that
trucks when they
shit.
came.
Yeah.
They were Vietnam vets. Those
Three
guys
men,
been through some shit,
bro.
man.
3-man
Guys.
truck. They had a driver, a loader, and a sleeper. Like there was 3 men on the truck. No, they didn't all work. They took turns. The same 3 guys were on the truck the next day,
That's it.
and they would take turns and take turns.
They said one guy would drive around in his own car, pull out the pails, and the other 2 would just
Yeah, yeah.
go.
Yeah, I
you'd
used
go
to do
back
that a
home
lot
and
too.
then they'd switch. You know, tomorrow you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's a nice- that's a nice
No,
day.
they made it work for themselves. They didn't bitch about it. They just let it go. Were they
Well, that's it.
were they
didn't have people
sober?
on top
No,
of their
but
asses either, like we do.
No.
Like all of a sudden, when we came, they felt like junior scum. They're gonna take advantage of us. Let's get these new guys.
They weren't ready for us. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I don't even
They-
think that.
They weren't. No, they weren't. Wayne, they weren't. They weren't ready for a bunch of new guys that fucking spoke their mind, that fucking stuck up for themselves.
Yeah, I guess.
It was they weren't ready for it. They thought it was gonna be, oh, we got all these new young guys coming in. We're gonna fucking mold them the way we
Yeah.
want. It didn't work out that way.
No, we wound up
They
molding
tried.
them.
Exactly. We made them retire.
it
Then
didn't
most
work.
of them left.
It didn't work out that way.
No,
That's
but
for sure.
also if you think about it though, a lot of those guys that were foremen, they didn't get it super early and young like the guys that we
Yeah, I know.
started
Some of
seeing
the guys
happen.
would get- yeah,
Like
yeah.
you're talking guys got foremen when they were in their 30s or 40s
Some
in
in
their
their
15th
20s.
year.
Yeah.
Look at Dougie. Dougie got he was a foreman at 22 years on the job.
yeah.
Like when our guys started getting foremen, they had like 3 years on the job.
Yeah.
Some of them
They
not
didn't even
even
know
that
the
long.
job. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They didn't even know the job.
Yeah, they went from a broom garage to a what's his name? Jimmy used to do 8 to 4.
Yeah.
From a broom garage right to a foreman.
I would have.
Gregori, right?
I should have been a foreman, but I took the test in 8 minutes. So what the fuck am I gonna do?
I didn't take that.
That's what
Never
happens.
once. Every time I took the test, I had some.
Yeah, but I never.
First test, I was getting married the night before, and then the second test, I was going somewhere else. I was like, fuck that.
You should have went to the test.
That first test.
The first test.
Boy.
You should have went to the test.
Fucking
I
wrecked.
know.
Because you fucking.
Why didn't I go to the first test?
We got fucking wrecked.
Oh
That
shit.
was a great test.
That was good times. That was good
Oh
times.
yeah, traveling in there on the ferry, everybody going together.
Yeah, we talked about it
have
last
fun.
episode.
Yeah, you'll see it tomorrow.
Oof, that was fucking
I
nuts.
think I
Tomorrow
put a
morning it
couple
comes
clips
out.
out about it.
That was crazy.
Crazy shit.
I love the snow though. That was my favorite time.
Oh, I know. Oh,
was
I
my
fucking know. It was very hard when I was plowing with Louie. Hey, you guys are tandem. Great. This motherfucker was hitting people's houses with fucking waves.
Who's doing 90?
Down
that.
fucking Brighton Avenue, that turn coming from Castleton.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I felt so bad. And then in the morning, I had to drive past it. And this sorry son of a bitch is out there trying to clean all this shit off the fucking sidewalk that this one just plowed up. And I'm like,
I
and that's
remember,
kind
I
of.
forget who I was with. We came down, you know, because Victory Boulevard had that emergency thing. You know, somebody parked their Corvette or something. That guy didn't see
Covered.
that shit till
I remember that.
2 months later.
I do.
We used to plow right up to it and stop, back up, and then go around.
No, I remember that. But you did also have that on those streets where in New York, by law, you're supposed to, like during snowstorms, you're not supposed to park in certain, like
Emergency thing.
the emergency
Emergency
streets,
streets.
right? But I remember on Forest Avenue, there was always that, where you would just go and you would slowly go up to it and keep pushing and pushing, and you lift the back of the
back,
car
yeah,
up,
yeah.
and you would literally mold around the car, and you said you would not see the car for 3 weeks after the
You
snow.
ain't getting that car out.
Until you had one of those other guys come on in the next shift and didn't even realize that there was
And
a
then-
car
oh,
and
fucking
plow
hit it.
through it. And then you were like, you'd see it on the curb. You were like, oh, somebody hit it.
Somebody
Do
didn't
you
realize it.
guys remember when I think it was Freddie? So you remember where the garage was where Mechanics Bay was?
Yeah.
Right across the street was like a little body shop, and then there was steps up to a block. You could walk up these
Yes,
steps.
yes,
and go
yes,
up
yes,
there.
yes, yes.
Like a neighborhood up
Across
there.
Victory.
On that hill,
Yep.
yes.
Do you remember when I think it was Freddie?
The garbage truck came down that hill?
No, we hit a fucking car up there, put it on top of another car. That car came down that fucking staircase.
Really?
You know what's
You
funny is
remember
that that was
No.
my fucking cousin's car that he hit.
That he hit?
That he hit. She was like, one of your guys destroyed my car. I'm
Oh,
like,
bro.
She like, he knocked it off the hill. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? She's like, yeah, I was parked here, and when I came outside, my car was down the hill.
He put one car on
But
top of the
Freddie,
other car.
but Freddie used to do the hill route a lot.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
like that route,
Yeah, because I remember he did
I'll
that
never forget that.
down
That
the
fucking
other hill
car
there.
came down those steps.
They did that another hill. They did that with a spreader. I forget what was the big guy's name that he was always with? Andy
Avellino.
Avellino.
Yeah.
The two of them were in the hill truck. Dude, they came down and hit every car coming down up the block from Castleton there. That long drop down.
Avellino. Did you ever work with him?
No, I never worked
you?
with
Yeah,
Andy.
I worked with him.
He was a fast fuck for a big dude.
He was pretty good too. That's why Freddie worked with him all the time.
I would work, fast Freddie. I would work with Avellino here and there at night.
Freddie got his ass into shape.
Fucking Avellino. He always was heavy, even when he went out, when he got
Yeah.
hurt. That motherfucker, I'm like, how is this fucking guy moving this fast?
Yeah.
He was like 350, maybe more than that, 6'3", and he would fucking zip down the block. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I saw him. It was a while ago, probably like 7-8 years ago when I was still on the island.
He got hurt too.
Oh, he
Yeah.
was fucked
Jumped in
up.
the truck, yeah.
I had seen him. He was all
fucked
fucked up though.
265.
Yeah.
Coming down.
that truck. I'm
That
telling you.
fucking truck would fucking crack when you hit a bump.
How about when you used to go dump Kanji's fucking big barrel truck? I came down Victory Boulevard one time, and in the driver's seat, I was in the passenger seat. I hit that bump so hard. I flew, because there's nothing there in
There's
between. I flew from
It was
one
a
side
single
to the other,
bench.
holding on
Yeah.
to the wheel. I was like, God
What the
damn,
fuck?
I almost killed myself.
There was something under the Brooklyn Bridge, that same thing when you're coming back from Brooklyn. When you would dump metal and glass on that side and you would come and go underneath the Brooklyn Bridge, you would hit a bump. If you were not ready, one night I had to grab my radio. The radio went flying. I had to grab it fucking through it because I was doing
Those fucking
relays.
trucks were fucking
They,
torture.
were hard. They had no suspension whatsoever.
Horrible. Man.
No, and then they wonder why guys' backs were all fucked up and everything
Andy's-
else.
I remember right before he got, I think he got recorders. He got so fucking sick.
Yeah, I
was
saw
on
him. He was
fucking
fucked up.
painkillers.
Yeah.
He had fucking, his whole spine was collapsed.
Yeah.
He was in they put a cage inside his back.
Yeah.
He was fucked.
Yeah, I saw him, like I was going to say, near Home Depot, on Forest Avenue, down near South Avenue. And it sucked, bro. He looked awful.
Horrible.
He actually noticed me. I didn't even recognize him. He was like, hey, Wayne, what's going on? I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? I didn't even recognize him. He was
It
hunched
puts a lot
over.
of fucking years on your body.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
it's
I
crazy.
realize that now. I try to get up and it's like crunchy, like.
Yeah.
I'm like, is that the chair or is it me?
It's you, all right. The fucking job will fuck you
Oh,
up.
man.
But the job is great. You know, it's
dude.
a good time. You have to make the best of it. Come on,
Dude,
you're
we
picking
were-
up garbage all fucking day.
No, but,
But I like the different aspects. Like you could do so many different
Yeah.
things. Like I come in, you don't feel like working. I'm gonna go on MLP.
I'll go
or
in the garage.
I'm
do
gonna go
whatever.
on relays. Whatever you wanted
Yeah.
to do, you could decide.
motorized litter patrol. That's what MLP is. Motorized litter patrol. And Louis never did that.
Or if you went in the
Louis
garage,
just
you got
walked
to
around with a
garage.
fucking
Yeah,
broom.
I was in motorized patrol. Top of litter. I just drove around. Hang out
Oh,
by
my
the
God.
old movie theater when they built that brand new movie theater.
Oh my goodness. Louis had all the
Forest.
spots to hide. Louis knew all the good spots to hide.
That
But
whole-
that was before GPS came out.
Like I said, out of sight, out of mind. You
Yeah.
can't find me, don't worry about it. Well, yeah, that's it. We didn't have phones where we could watch movies
No,
and shit like
nothing.
that. I wish
Nothing.
that half the times when we were on standby, just sitting there for 5-6 hours staring at each other or listening to the radio. You had to
Dude,
make the best of it.
Yeah, yeah,
We
You're
were
just on
still
standby.
back then we were still listening to sports radio on AM.
Yeah.
So even if there was a
Bang,
game
guys.
on or something, it was all AM. It wasn't even
Yeah.
on FM. So think of that. And it's like we were using like the crustiest old radio that you found in the garbage that you were hoping there were no roaches in that motherfucker.
Bullshitting. You used to have these fucking boxes.
Yeah, he used to make
You used to make your own
Sound
fucking thing.
I
We
did.
hear it 3 blocks away.
People.
12-inch speakers.
Yeah.
and a-
12 by
And
6s.
a whole big fucking
and
box.
a car
with
radio.
red box.
Iron box.
What the fuck? Who you bullshit? Yeah, I had this piece of shit radio. You had like a $600 setup to carry in your truck.
No, I did.
I'm like,
I
what
did.
the fuck is that?
I
That's
did.
on radio for
You
the
heard
day.
Wayne before the truck. You heard the music.
I'm happy you guys remembered that.
You hang
fuck.
that
Dude,
shit
I
in the
put
back of the truck when he's driving.
yeah.
Sick fuck.
I put a lot of work into those radios. I would carry massive boxes, people. Massive.
You made them.
I would put 4 12x6s or 6x9s, 6x9s in with a drop-in radio that I used to take out. Oh, man. Like he said, I remember I got yelled at M7 one day.
Well, you used to enjoy the day because you know you had music.
Yeah.
You know, it's what kept you going.
It's huge.
Exactly.
You didn't have fucking
That's actually
AirPods
huge,
and
bro.
shit
Or
like that. You had to
Bluetooth.
walk around
Yeah.
with a
Walkman,
Walkman and
attached to your head.
and a tape deck. You go to pick up the pail, it hits that, and rips it off your ears.
Oh,
forget about it.
shit.
Old fucking disheveled.
Yeah,
You
but
are.
that's what we did back then, you know. But I remember making them or finding a radio in the truck because you'd be like, oh yeah, I'd go out of town. Now you don't have a fucking radio.
Yes.
It was brutal, especially on those days
Especially
if it was a
if you're on
shitty
MLB
day.
or sitting in the truck just hanging out.
Yeah, if it was a shitty day out, because there were certain places you went, it was fine. But I mean, there were days when you go out of town, it was brutal, man.
I fucking hated it. I used to fucking go sick every time.
Dude, one day it was
I didn't
so
even care about
cold.
the hours. I would
Yeah,
fucking
I
just
know.
bang in.
I
Yeah,
had hours anyway.
I was
No,
always fucking.
you would
Like
use
when
them.
they say, "Oh, you're retiring," yeah, you have this much comp time. They were like, "I think you owe us fucking 12 hours."
I owed them 90 days, bro. 90 fucking days. I get
You
them.
owed them 90?
I had to give them 90 days.
For what?
All the AWOLs and bro, I never got a complaint on the job. All my complaints
the
were
fuck-
from AWOL
Oh, all right, so
and
you got complaints.
yeah, my final day wasn't until
I don't think I
January, but it was AWOLs and excuse without pays. Because I was a shop steward, I was taking days off, so that, and I said, "Fuck it, I don't care. I'll do it at the end
like
when I
when-
get more
yeah.
money."
Yeah,
you know,
that's the way I was
because
looked at, too.
we were making more money, so
And
I
the
was
end
making
comes
more. I
and you're
didn't
like,
care.
Fuck.
Yeah. Oh, when you
Dude.
get ripped and you go down, and they're like, "All right, well, you owe us 4 days. So would you like to work 5 days and get paid for 4? Fuck no, give me that day off. I ain't working.
I'll take 4
I never
straight.
took that fucking deal either.
Never.
I'm like, what do you think? I'm a fucking idiot?
Never
Well,
happened.
you could work 4, you get 8 days. We'll give you 4, and then you can work 4 for free. I'm like, well, you could make the truck money. I go, you think I'm coming in for fucking $50, $60? You're out of your fucking mind.
Yeah,
Just give me the whole 8.
Give me the days off.
Yeah, my
How do you want 'em?
date.
Once a week.
I'm trying to think. My
'Cause years ago, they used to let you
COB.
pick.
Yeah, they used to let you pick one day a week or something like that. to switch
Yeah.
it out.
Yep. No, they didn't do it anymore. But my
No, now they
COB
fucking
from
have
the
you.
job, because I retired, you know, like normal, was January of 2020.
And you were October 4th.
I was a 19 guy, so I should have left in 19. That I owed fucking 3 months.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah.
So
It
it
was
pushed me
supposed to end
all the
in
way to
October,
January.
Yeah. Push you to January.
Fucking
Yeah.
sticklers.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then you're like, oh, 90 days is 3 months. Oh, no. It's now you got to add in the weekends, your days off. So it just kept pushing it further and further. I'm like, you motherfuckers. And I think I was able to leave the end of September still.
Then he became
I
angry.
was able to
Louie.
leave the end of September, but I should have been able to leave in like June
Yeah.
if I kept, if I was nice. Oh, I was angry Wayne.
No,
Oh,
but you
I
had-
was.
now you know- you gotta
I
go
turned
how
into
Louie
fucking
felt.
Louie.
Now
I
you know
turned
how Louie
straight
felt.
up into fucking Louie.
That's it. I did.
Because then you fucking don't
Dude,
wanna
I
be
was
there.
fighting people every day.
Same thing
Yeah.
like when I got hurt and they kept trying to send me back on a tissue. I'm like, all right, put me back on a tissue. I'd call up right before it started. Yeah, I'm calling out sick.
Yeah.
Go back down to the clinic 2 days. Constant for like fucking 2-3 months straight.
Yeah.
The doctors were a joke, you know that.
Yeah.
You know, it was like, oh, your elbow works. What about the other one?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
move it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
You'll be all right.
You only need one.
You just got to sign, you
You'll
know.
be all right.
Yeah.
How come you don't have your own practice? Oh, okay.
No, and that's what fucked up. The job with us getting hurt and stuff was the worst part about it. But the best part
The
was,
clinic was the worst part about it.
yeah. But the best part was just, like you say, being in a frat house. It was fucking crazy.
It was fucking crazy. It was a great time.
And I know we got shit ton more stories. It's just, it's so weird because we could be having a few cocktails somewhere or, vice versa with anyone, having a conversation and a story comes out of nowhere. Something
Yeah.
happens and it
Something
brings it
triggers
back
you
and you're like,
remember it,
holy
yeah.
shit. Because you're talking, I'm out 5 years already.
Yeah.
Right? So now, this was 24 years ago, 23 years ago. It was a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
And to remember this
We
and
know all each other longer
Yeah.
than our kids are alive.
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah,
Think
yeah.
about it like that, you know.
Crazy.
yeah,
And meanwhile, what? Your kid's in college already? My daughter's in the
Yeah.
second year of college. It's like, what the hell?
yeah.
Time went by quick, man.
Sure did.
Dude, it was
They
crazy.
tell you that too, but you don't.
You don't believe
You
it.
don't believe it.
You don't buy into
Then
that.
you
No.
look back and you're like,
You
oh,
don't buy
shit.
into that shit.
No, and that's why you got to start taking care of yourself.
Yeah, we are. I'm off the Ozempic, everybody. I'm going to become a vegan.
Become a vegan.
I'm going to be a vegan.
No, but I quit smoking. Y'all know that.
Yeah, good.
Because I was at a country concert. I'll tell
wanna
you
hear
the
it.
story.
I don't want to hear these stories.
And
Wait, nobody likes a quitter. When are you going to get it through your fucking head?
no, but a guy put it a different way than I've ever looked at it. He pretty much said to me, he goes, dude, why are you smoking? An older guy. I was like, and I don't know why. I fucking hate it anyway, blah, blah, blah. He goes, listen, you look like you're, in your 40s. He's like, listen, we only live to 80. He's like, you're in the third quarter, bro. You ain't got much time left. And I'm
I
like,
don't have many timeouts left either.
motherfucker. No, we need timeouts now. Nowadays. I can't get timeouts with my little guy. He doesn't stop fucking talking.
He's
But
straight, though.
but yeah, the guy said that, so I was like, you know what, fuck it. Labor Day, I'm done. So 2 weeks today.
Good.
I'm out. I'm done.
Happy you're a quitter.
Feel great.
Do you?
Yeah, I mean,
Did you cough up a
but
lot
I
of
felt
stuff
great.
yet?
No,
Didn't it happen?
no. When does that happen?
I don't know. I thought it happens right away.
Me too. I heard like a week or 2 weeks, so it's coming soon.
Yeah?
All the
Do me a
black.
favor. Spit it in a jar. Put it on the table.
Yeah, we'll
Save it.
we'll
We'll
put
let
it in
everybody
a.
see what it is. This is what happens when you quit smoking.
Yeah.
All that bad shit comes out of you.
No, I definitely will. But what other stories we got? What other stories
There's a
we
lot
got,
of fucking
Louie?
stories with Louie. Louie was fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, it
Louie
was a
had me
lot
on
of
the
fun.
back of the truck and the fucking and his step broke off.
I swear, I see Kurt, and then I don't see Kurt on the step. And I'm like, what the hell?
And
I
what was
go
he
out
just
there.
laying on the floor?
I
Yeah,
was,
he
bro, the
tumbled.
fucking,
Yeah, the fucking
step
whole
snapped.
step snapped, completely snapped. Marty actually came to
Took
the route,
pictures.
took pictures.
Marty
put
was
the
good with it.
step in the back of his truck
Yeah.
for him.
He was all good with it. His brother, who's a lawyer,
Yeah.
was like looking into it. Whatever happened, whatever.
Yeah, he probably got money.
No, they got rid of the
Fucking guy
fucking
always
no,
gets
bro.
money.
My ex-father-in-law had a friend that was a mechanic in there, and he said, Kurt, they got rid of the fucking, because it was paper files,
Yes.
they got rid of everything on that truck, and the reason they did was because a city mechanic welded that step on. And he's not supposed to.
Bastard.
A fucking city welder is supposed to come and weld the step. And that's when that
Oh.
fucking step broke, and I got fucked.
Little Joe was supposed to come and do it. Little
Yeah,
Joe.
little Joe.
Joe was good people. He was a good welder.
Louie, I always had a fucking good day with Louie. Louie was fun.
Yeah.
I remember, yeah, and then Marty came, pick him up, and I'm doing the rap by myself because we were 3/4 done. I'm like, I ain't stopping now. I was waiting for him to bring him to the garage.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And bring somebody back. So I just kept driving up the block, loading that shit by
Big
myself.
Louie loading
When you
in.
ever see that? Me fucking loading
Big
the
Lou.
Big Lou wanted to be
Big Louie driving and loading
Louie
the
must-
MUB route.
Bro.
Of all fucking horrible routes.
Louis
that route
must have had
sucked.
somewhere to go. Louis had somewhere to be, somewhere to go, someone to see.
Get it
Because, yeah, for Louis to do that, shit. There were days with Louis plenty of times, and listen, it was all in good fun. At the end of a route, I'd be like, Lou, don't worry about it. I'll finish the next 15 minutes or so. All right, no problem. So the next day, there was like 20 minutes left at the end of the route. And Louis just took it because I told him that one time. Now, for the rest of the time, he's never going to stop me if there's only a few minutes left.
You're out there
Oh, I
already.
figure you're out there already. Why am I
Yeah,
going to
you're
stop
already
you?
sweating.
You're
Fucking
flying.
pouring right in.
Yeah.
I'm wet already.
You're already
just-
wet.
yeah.
Don't worry
I'm just
about
drying
it.
up.
Bro, he
That
was
the
so good
worst
at that.
part when you had to get out like
In the
a
rain.
hack into it, even because you would sweat more than anything with all the.
If you had the rain
sweatshirts
gear on and shit, yeah.
Rain gear, forget it. That was useless.
Yeah.
I never wore rain gear ever. Not one day in my
I
career.
wore it one time and I ripped it off, and
That
that
was
was
it.
the last time.
I bought a
wore
trench.
one, too.
I bought a trench down the end, and it was actually pretty good. But
Didn't wear
my
shit.
feet were saturated, so it
everything
just.
was saturated.
But you're
Fuck
talking
that.
about in the snow,
Oh, you
when you
soaked
were
down to
working.
your fucking underwear.
Yeah, when with the sweatshirts on and everything else.
Freezing.
Yeah.
I remember one winter I sneezed and it hit the windshield and it was like, psh. I was like, holy shit, it's that cold?
This motherfucker's
It
like
took
Spider-Man and shit.
hour and a
Shooting
half.
webs out of his
He
nose.
shoot
Yeah.
webs out of his face.
An hour and a half for that truck to warm up. It never warmed up. We
Yeah.
would drive that everywhere.
The worst was the fucking dirt bags with the rain gloves that never fucking changed them.
Just
And they
fucking
would
disgusting.
And the
Smell.
rain,
Those
that
orange
was
gloves.
The worst smell.
Oof.
You ever punch yourself in the fucking face picking up a bag? I almost knocked myself out one day.
I did that a couple times. See stars.
Pick it up. Poof. Oh,
One
shit.
time the handle broke. It was so heavy, and I fucking whacked myself.
One time I cycled the
Fuck.
hopper and the hoist line broke and exploded right in my face. Like I thought I was dead. I thought something.
Me
exploded.
eyes, me
I
eyes.
just heard and got soaking wet, and I was like, it was all hoist oil.
Yeah.
I was like, this is fucking.
People don't
insane.
realize how dangerous
I went
that
home that
fucking
day.
truck was.
It was like I ain't going back.
Yeah,
I'm
done.
going home to shower.
I'm done. See you later.
Yeah, I remember getting diesel on me once, and dude, it was like burning my skin.
Yes.
I'm like, why is my leg hot? I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And
it's just no
I
joke.
went in the office. They were like, dude, you gotta go. You gotta get out of here. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, you gotta go home and shower. You can't have that on your body.
Yeah.
It'll eat away at your skin. So there was
Well, yeah,
the
gas,
dangerous
don't pump
ends
your
of
own
that.
gas.
Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
the danger.
Pump it for the city guys. Other companies.
Well, they were
Oh,
gas
remember that?
guys.
DOT and shit would come.
DOT, all them.
Well, they were gas guys, but they never were at the gas pump.
Yeah.
They were fucking always inside.
That's
Or
what I
stabbed.
should have got. That fucking
When
job.
I got stabbed or shot.
Who?
The one guy got stabbed. Faluca, right?
Luca got
Faluca
stabbed.
got
He was
stabbed.
outside.
He
the
wasn't
room,
a
I think,
he
right?
wasn't a gas guy.
I thought he was getting gas.
He got,
putting
he
gas
got
in the
stabbed
broom.
with a butter knife.
He got
Because
stabbed.
to not go
He
nights.
got stabbed with an afro.
So
Remember that?
the
He
word
got stabbed.
was,
Remember that?
yeah.
I heard too, but listen. I don't
Word
know the true
was,
story.
and listen, Joey, I don't know either, but I did hear from a good source that you stabbed yourself, so you didn't have to go nights. That's all I'm saying. But I'm not saying you're
Shit,
wrong,
that would've
right?
worked,
Whatever. Louie would have did that too. He would have stabbed himself twice.
I was there in
He
I
would've
was there at
gassed
security one time, just sleeping in my own car, watching security, and there was 4 guys up there looking through the trucks. I
Really?
was like, and they were looking at me, but they couldn't see me because everything was dark inside. I was like, you want to take the truck? Don't fucking kill me. I ain't fighting
You
no
could
truck.
have this
You ain't
motherfucker.
stabbing my ass with
Yeah,
no
take
truck.
the fucking truck.
Yeah, that
out.
neighborhood was
Trucks, yeah, I'll
crazy.
give you a key. They're
Yeah.
all filed anyway. They work for every truck.
That neighborhood was fucking crazy. It was a sight to see down there, and I didn't grow up far from there, but there was some crazy shit.
Well, that's it. I mean,
That
you
the
live
nightclub-
near a Garbage. you know,
Yeah, a
That
depot.
was right in the middle
Yeah.
of the fucking smack dab in the middle of the fucking neighborhood.
Yeah.
That's
right in
crazy
the middle
shit.
of the neighborhood. That's how they are in Brooklyn too. They're like right in the middle of the neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know,
Well, I think it was M9 that they would
one
say
should've
like
been condemned before we.
M8. M8, I was
right.
walking up the stairs and they crumbling. They were falling behind the guy behind me. They were falling in his face. They were like, bro, what are you doing? I'm like, what the fuck you mean? I stepped and the fucking pushed the concrete from the step behind me and it was falling down. I forget who it was. We were all out of town. They were like, oh yeah, go up there and you got to sign in. It was like going into like a castle and like these old little staircases and the shit was falling apart.
How many times you have somebody fall in the garage on
Oh.
oil or something like that?
Oh, they didn't give a shit. I said it. They would fix the light switches. Oh, we're good for 7 years.
Yeah,
You know, it's like they would change the light bulbs.
can't-
We're good for 10.
All the asbestos shit's hanging. We can't fix it because it'll
I
disturb
loved it
it.
when it rained in that fucking garage.
Oh,
It was
right?
a waterfall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Constantly.
it was just water coming from everywhere, and even the paint jobs. I mean, there was
Lead paint,
areas
don't worry
where
about it.
it looked like a melted crayon, like over and over and over. There was layers and layers and layers of paint. I'm like, dude, somewhere in there's lead paint.
Oh, definitely.
Somewhere. You got all kinds
You're
of
a city
fucked up
employee,
shit
don't
going
worry
on.
about it. Suck it up.
Yeah, and they didn't care. They didn't give a fuck. You were a
garage,
number.
yeah,
I hate to say it, you were a
just
number.
You're as good as your last load.
That's it.
Yeah, we live by that. You're only as good as your last fucking load. And there were a lot of times it came down to that. I remember the day and being with the neighborhood that I don't think either one of you were there. I was a steward still. And fucking Joey Esposito. Do you know Joey Esposito?
I don't know.
Real Italian, you know, gold chain. He comes in the office. He's like, Hollywood,
Hollywood.
right?
Yes.
He's like,
Didn't he date one of the girls in there?
yeah, he's married.
Oh, he's married.
Yeah, him and Lorraine.
Him and Lorraine are married.
Good peoples. So
good
he
people.
comes in the office, bro. I'm doing the board, and all of a sudden he opens the door closest to the street, to the office. He goes, "Hey yo, somebody better call 911. Somebody just got shot out here." So we're like, "What the fuck? What are you talking about?" We go out, dude. There's a guy with a bullet hole in his fucking cheek, whatever side, laying on Toot's hood. Dude had a white car. Bro, this guy was coming in for help. I hate to laugh, but coming in for help, and Toot's car was parked there. He went to sign in. He came out. This dude was on his fucking hood. There was blood everywhere. His car became a crime scene, so they had to put the tape around it. He couldn't move his car. They were like, oh, we don't, the cops were like, you can't even shut the car off. We're like, bro, let's shut the fucking car off.
Yeah.
But the city was more pissed because they couldn't get trucks in now. Because Billy parked there, and now this guy was laying on the fucking hood. Bro, it was the
he was
funniest
blocking
shit.
because he was coming to sign out.
He just signed in quick.
Yeah.
But Joey that day, man, oh my God. Hey, yo, somebody better call 911. Somebody just got shot out here.
Spicy Hollywood
But
Live.
that's the neighborhood. They were out hanging. It was a Saturday morning. And they were hanging out at the club around that corner, like that makeshift club that they had.
Bad. You
Every
know,
other
yeah,
morning. We were pulling
worked
out of the garage. Bah,
Sundays?
bah, 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 bah. I'm like, what the fuck?
If you would do a Sunday 12 to 8, you would make sure that whole side of the building was completely locked down.
Instant. That was the first thing.
First door you went to.
And it
locked
wasn't
up.
the one that went on fire in that last story I told you. It was definitely not. But no, it was a lot of fun, bro. The job was fucking crazy.
was.
We just had a lot of fucking fun. And when people say like, "Oh, you didn't want to be a fireman or a cop," I'm like, I just don't think I would have had that same fun.
No.
I mean, firemen kind of, I
Might
think
be a
they have
better
it.
Cook if you were a fireman. Because
Yeah, that's what I do. Don't jump on them. I'm supposed to get one on here Sunday.
We were in the street too, man. So you got to have fun in the street.
Yeah, I think that's what made it
And you
different.
see it as much
You were
as-
by yourself.
half the cops would come and hang out in our garage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You walk in, you're like,
During the
what hell?
winters.
They're all just sitting
Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
I remember that.
During the winters.
When they would walk
But I
the-
say, it's you, the truck, and the route. You, your partner, the truck, and the route. That's it.
Yeah.
There was no one really watching us. Even when they got GPS, there was no one watching you because they knew you were doing the route.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like they were, look at this truck, and they're watching it like a Pac-Man game.
But originally
like
it wasn't
no,
supposed to be for that. Originally it was supposed to be strictly for snow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was supposed to be spreaders and stuff
All
like
that shit started when that blizzard in 2010 hit, and they said, "Oh, we slowed down." Or whatever. I was out Lodi for that shit, so I'm
I
sitting.
was probably off the
Listen,
job.
I'm
Yeah,
sitting,
you weren't on.
I'm sitting in my kitchen. It's Christmas Eve, and I'm looking at the back on my deck. I'm going,
yeah, I missed the wedding for that fucking.
"It's fucking snowing."
I don't think they're married anymore anyway.
I start fucking calling or texting whoever it was at work. I'm like, "Bro, are you guys working?" "No, I'm not working." I go, "What do you mean you're not working?" They didn't call nobody in.
Yeah.
The people in the news tried to make it like we were fucking standing down and fucking them.
Yeah.
No,
didn't
they were
call
trying to
nobody
save
in.
money.
That's it.
They were trying
didn't
to save
call
money.
nobody
No.
off the
Yeah.
lists
They
or
didn't want to
nothing?
pay the money for Christmas.
Yep.
I gotcha.
They didn't
And
want
that's
to pay
when
the
there
Christmas
was
money.
trucks, Louie. You would get guys. I was on a tissue. I was assigning guys trucks, just to go out to the truck. Take the guy off the truck.
Yeah.
Got a guy because they were stuck for so long. There was trucks stuck for 2-3 days.
Wow, that's insane.
Well, anytime there was a snowstorm down there,
the ball
Victory
there.
Boulevard. Yeah. Well, anytime you remember Victory Boulevard when it would snow, it was a disaster. Like you say, it was in the middle of a neighborhood. It was a
block is
hot.
tight.
It was a hot street to get to the ferry with buses and everything else.
And all the garbage trucks were parked on Victory.
Yeah, and the buses are coming down Victory sideways.
All plowed
They're
up.
sliding around everywhere.
Shit, sure.
It wasn't until late in my career where they even started putting chains on buses.
Yeah.
Because there were
And you
plenty
even
of
have
times.
The police, come up and down
Yeah,
there
yeah, yeah.
constantly too.
Yeah.
To
But-
get to theirs.
And people don't realize, like, the plow is sticking past the truck a foot. You know how many times people would clip the fucking trucks?
Yeah.
Just driving down Victory because you can't see it. It's blizzard out. It was awful. But that garage should have never been there. It's still, I don't think they're done with the new one yet, right? Didn't they have a problem?
It's not even close.
Yeah. And
The
I'm like,
outside of the building.
But the new one that we were supposed to get
Yeah.
5 years, that we were
17 years
there,
ago.
still not
didn't
done
get-
yet. But that
Still
new
not done.
garage, Lou, is Staten Island 1 and 3 together.
Oh, is it?
yeah,
Sharing gas pumps. I can't wait to see what fucking happens with that during a snowstorm.
Yeah,
that's going to be a
fun.
fucking
They're all
mess.
they're all sharing a gas pump.
Yeah, it's going to be a fucking mess.
Well, 3
But-
has the room. That's huge. They
Well-
just had a nice, huge garage.
Well, now 3 and 1 are together.
Yeah. They should have moved the mechanics out of there.
Well, no, the mechanics are getting the whole building.
Oh, really?
They're getting the whole
Borough's
building.
getting that building. All the mechanics going to be in that Staten Island 3 building.
Yeah.
The whole building. The new building that they built is Staten Island 1 and Staten Island 3 together. And this is what I say.
Mayhem.
This is what I say. And I never understood it. And I know you don't agree with a lot of shit that I say when it's like the staying out. But the minute 14 and 13 went to the annex, I would have been like, I'm not fucking cleaning these routes no more till you take lines off my shit. Because now it's taking me 25 extra minutes to get to my fucking route. If those guys would have stuck together
Yeah.
and hammered them out, they would have got better routes. Because, Louie, think about it. You're driving from the dump to fucking...
Yeah, just to start your
Wait till fucking the whole garage is there and you got to work in Rosebank.
Yes,
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean,
They take
Rosebank
you a
won't be
fucking
that bad.
half hour, 45 minutes.
Rosebank
Bro, the
ain't bad.
highways are fucking mess in the morning.
Yeah, but at 6 a.m. it's not awful.
Yeah, you're right.
But You could still get to where you're gonna get over near CSI, where you'll take that road around. You'll beat the lights, but it's gonna be bad to get to the ferry.
Yeah.
You know,
gonna
but
be a shit
thankfully enough, we don't have to deal with that.
No, we don't have to.
We're out.
Yes,
We're out. Some
are.
other
We
fucking
out and-
schmuck is gonna be like,
Yeah, some other
no
idiot.
problem. Yeah, we'll get it. Don't worry about it. We'll do it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we used
Some
to
new
leave.
young guy with no balls.
I used to leave at 5:30 every morning until somebody ratted me out. I would go in my truck to the fucking route, start pulling the pails out. My partner would fucking meet me there.
You know,
I was doing it every day.
When we were
So some
nights.
asshole fucking said it.
when we were nights,
Some people get jealous. You know what I
You
mean?
betcha.
me and Fisher would leave the route like 11:30 at night, drive over to Staten Island 2, hit this apartment building, and take their bag stops. Then go to the route and do 2 blocks, and we're loaded out, right?
Oh, real nice. The truth comes out now.
So,
Fucking
listen,
scumbag.
They used
So-
to do that shit on leaves.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. I used to do Ocean Road, whatever that is. We used to go up there and steal their leaves. So I'm fucking. My cousin Chris Ignare, he's like, fucking, because we were both 12 to 8 that year. He's like, somebody keeps stealing our fucking bag stops. When he tells me to block, I'm like, oh shit. Well, I guess not Chris. Now you know. It was your little cousin from 1 coming to 2 to steal your bank stops to load the fucking truck out.
Oh, shit.
I used to
Yeah.
take a broom and drive from 1
Oh.
to 3,
Yeah.
all the way out to Page Avenue. Just Highland Boulevard. That's what they said. Just to do Highland Boulevard.
Yeah.
Never
And
used
they-
I
water.
remember having the broom when you were on the broom. You used to hook us up.
Yeah,
You
used to
remember that?
dump in our leaf
Used to
truck.
dump in our trucks.
Yeah.
Well, if not, we had the worst leaf truck. They were taking them over the night shift.
Yes.
Me and fucking this guy are sweeping people's fucking front of their houses
I
trying to
remember that.
collect leaves. Because there was no bags.
leaves,
And what sucks is all the wet spots are gone from where the leaves were.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, these motherfuckers did it again. Because we were kind of new to it. Like, we didn't know
They
exactly
knew
where all the hits were.
leaves were.
They knew-
Especially those ones up in 12, the back
Exactly.
buildings. That whole building was
Because you
overfilled.
knew the same people would clean leaves yearly. The other ones just didn't give a fuck. The leaves fell into the ground. That was
There
it.
was great leaves. I used to go steal leaf stops at your friend's house.
Yeah, up on the hill.
By
the cemetery.
By St. Peter's.
Yeah. Oh,
Friend that lived by
yeah.
St. Peter's.
Yep.
That one block across the street from the football field.
Yep.
By the end zone. The one guy used to have like 400 or 500 bags. He was good for that. So I'd be
Yeah,
like
they used to have a lot.
That whole fucking little pocket. I would always just
Those were the tricks we had, though. The
had
tricks
to
of the
do it
trade,
just to
bro.
Load it out.
Or you have the guy, the landscaper guy in 13 section. He always had
Yeah.
tons of leaves
Yeah.
out there.
Or you can what's his face from 11 just fucking give you leaves. What was his name? The fucking guy that was. I came into that garage.
Who?
When I got to Staten Island
Dipstick?
1. No. When I got to Staten Island 1,
He gave you
there was a
syphilis.
guy that worked in 11 section. There was a guy that worked in 11 section, had his own landscaping business. I don't remember his name. It was an Italian guy. Something with a Z or something like that. I never fucking met him. Never met him. Because he would get the truck and leave. Never come back for sign out. I'm like, who? One day he's there. I'm like, who the fuck's that guy? They're like, he's in this garage. I go, bullshit.
I've never seen him.
I've been here
With
a
a
year. I never
Z.
fucking seen him.
No, that was.
You know who the guy was in 11, and he owned his own landscaping route.
I don't remember.
What was his name?
But they said that shit about me, too. I would hear whispering about, like, when I would walk in 13 and 14 section on the landfill, they'd be like, yo, who's this guy? Because new guys that come in the garage,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, that's Owen. Oh, that's the ghost. Because they would call me the ghost. Because I would leave at 5:30. I would sign in, go to the route in my truck. Fucking go out. You know what I was doing on the side.
yes.
Pulling the pails. Fucking my partner would come out. Wah. Done. Get out. Next one. That was it. Every fucking day. I just didn't want to be around the bullshit. I was so
Yes.
fucking tired of the fucking
tired of it, that's the
sissy Marys. My buddy says all the time, stop being a Mary. Because it's true. You know? The fucking guys were just bitches. It's like, just shut the fuck up. Because like you said, oh, this one's got this. Oh, why can't I have this? Why can't I do this? Because
be
you
a
don't,
fucking man and
because
do
you're a
what you gotta do.
crybaby.
Yeah, you had a lot of cry fucking pages.
Just do the fucking job and shut the fuck up. Do your thing. Don't worry about what I'm doing. And that was a lot of the job. That's why I kind of just stayed away from the bullshit.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why I think some of the senior guys like they took offense when we moved in because we did whatever the fuck we didn't go by them. We made our own rules.
Exactly.
Because we made it easy. Because we were always the youngest guys there.
Yeah.
You
But
know,
they
so
also
we had to
enjoyed
work
that too.
with each other.
Like that crew of Maffey, Olson, all those older
Oh, yeah,
guys,
they used to
Donnie
enjoy
Todd.
hanging We used to sit there and play cards.
We
for hours,
played,
man.
we hung with those guys because they saw that we were like the new ones of them coming up.
Yeah.
Where,
Well,
you know,
listen, we
Lenny,
didn't take no shit.
Stephanie.
We didn't take no shit.
We didn't
Like
take
they
the
didn't.
shit like they didn't.
Exactly.
And they never fought about it. They would just always tell me, they'd be like, yeah, I would work with Olson. Yeah, we'll go do the block. Don't worry about it. I'm like, Bob, we're really doing this? He's like, no, we're not going to do it, but I just tell him we will. And then we get out there. He's like, oh, and I'm up. And he would go out and lift the garbage. I mean, dude, I'd never seen somebody move so slow in my life. But we would not get the fucking route done. Like, because he's like, fuck this. We ain't doing this shit.
Bobby Olson is fucking awesome.
Yeah, dude, I was like, fucking, we're doing 13 tons. Everybody else is doing 7s.
Him and
I'm like, Bob, I'm like, what are we doing? Why are we doing this?
When I first came to that section, when I first would fill in that section,
Yeah.
I would work with Philly Passarelli.
Yes.
Okay, I
He
never
was
met
the
him.
13th steward. And this is no bullshit.
I
This is
probably
right
met him.
before his partner retired.
Okay.
The guy that used to umpire our softball
Yep.
games.
Yes.
Every fucking time I was with Passarelli, we'd finish and we'd go help anybody on this. And I'd be like, what are we doing? He's like, I'm the shop steward.
I take care
I
of
have
it.
the best routes.
Yep.
So I go help whoever needs help.
Which is the way it should be, honestly.
Yeah. You never seen that after
No,
that shit.
never.
When that guy left, that was the end of that. Nobody fucking, whoever took that route after him was just getting fucking done and dumping.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we did that
He
in
was
12.
a fucking gentleman, Philly Passarelli.
When I was in 12 as the shop
Yeah, he
steward,
was the
not
one
to
who
my
gave
own
me the
horn.
locker in the other room because there was. I wasn't going to jump up.
Yeah, no.
Fuck that.
No, but I was the kind of the same way when I was a student in 12.
I remember you rewriting
But that's
all the
what,
routes.
well, we rewrote all the routes,
remember
but
that.
also I
I
had
was there.
everybody's phone numbers and nobody would go to the dump unless they spoke to me because I would say, hey, all right, this one's heavy, go get this one. There
That's
were
when we
certain
were
times
both
of the
stewards.
months
Yeah.
where it was like, listen, these guys need help on this day. These guys need help on this day. And we worked together. So you would have 4 or 5 trucks going to the dump together.
Yeah.
You know, instead of one guy going
Yeah,
at
everybody else
fucking
getting
8:30. But once it came to me getting routes in like 14 section, I was like, dude, fuck this. I'm done with this. Oh, we need
you
help.
weren't a steward
Yeah,
anymore.
okay. I
You
wasn't a
weren't.
steward no more.
Yeah.
I was on the end of my career. I was like, I'm done with this shit. And listen, if somebody called me and said, yo, I'm super heavy, and they caught me in the street, I'll come help you. But 90% of the time, you weren't catching me in the street.
Yeah.
I was getting
You were
done 7:45 to 8:15 every fucking day. Done.
Who were you with?
Haji. Eric was an animal.
Yeah, he was an animal. He was a
Fucking
He
dude
was a
had
good
me
worker. There was a lot of
running.
good workers in
Yeah.
there. Some not so good, but yeah, some good.
Oh man, there were certain ones, bro. I do not.
Rob Tom, best worker ever.
That was his buddy.
Fucking nut. That guy was a fucking nut.
I don't even think he's probably in prison
He
somewhere.
would give Steven fucking coupons for diapers all the time. I'm like, where's this guy getting
You're
all these
gonna
fucking
need these.
coupons? Yeah.
You know who you look like now that I have kids and
I like
thinking
when they
about
used
it?
to save the Marlboro miles and rip them off. The
Oh,
box.
my
He
God.
did. He was huge with that.
Oh, the fucking,
They would have the Pathmark bag on the side of the truck on the handle,
On the
fucking
handle.
loaded with
he
it.
robbed Dipstick.
Oh,
Did he?
balls
Yeah.
miles.
No, he robbed him. He ended up in his fucking house.
Really?
He got the house. Yeah, there was the whole fucking thing.
They're insane.
No, and
I
but
forget
guys
who-
like that, you
somebody
know,
knew Dipstick.
he
never-
reminds
He didn't cash checks for 6 months.
bro. You know who he reminds me of? Now I think about it.
Oh.
He reminds me of the kid from Up, the movie from Disney. That looked like Rob Tom. He always had a backpack on.
Yes.
Bro, he
did
always looked like
have
he
a
was going
backpack on.
camping.
Yes.
Like he was
He
always
was-
about to go
he was
camping
fucking-
somewhere, bro.
I thought that kid one day was just gonna fucking come in with ammo and
Yeah,
kill
go
everybody.
postal.
Everybody was worried about
kill
that.
everybody.
Everybody was
It
worried
was
about
either gonna
that.
be him or fucking the other dude they used to draw and play tennis and fly airplanes.
Morris.
Morris. Oh, Jeff
fucking
Morris.
guy.
Jeff Morris.
He was a sweetheart, but he had that.
Bro, he
look
had a
like,
psychology degree.
The other,
He
the
had
other
that
one
look
guy
like he
was
was gonna fuck you
Russo
up.
too. He was a little fucking.
Oh, knock knock.
Yes.
He didn't like that man.
No, bro.
Russo
Russo
has
was some
the
kind of
most-
fucking mess, bro.
Russo has the most accidents on Victory Boulevard,
Bro, you hit a bus head on.
bro.
How do you hit a bus head on?
Head on.
Bro, he was fucking nuts. He was in a van.
I don't remember
He
his
was in a van.
accidents.
When he went to Lots,
Yeah.
he was in a fucking
Yeah, he went to
van.
lots.
He was driving the fucking van. I don't know what
I
happened.
still think that was all a
they
fucking
went,
a
bro.
joke.
Everybody in the fucking thing got hurt. He went head on with a bus.
I still think it was that was like a little shtick of his. Like I still don't think he was that bad.
Who?
Kind of like a Kaise Sose thing. Like he
Well,
fucking walked away
If
fine.
you would have talked to Billy, like Billy would be like, because him and Billy hung out a lot.
Yeah.
I remember Billy said they would go to fucking to AC and shit and hang out or whatever.
Yeah.
And he would do like off the wall shit, like to be someone he'd be stealing the sugar packets and shit. Billy like, what the fuck are you doing?
Bro, I worked with him one day. It was College Avenue. Never forget it. He was so pissed off that he was on recycling or something, and somebody was on garbage. He shouldn't have been on recycling with me, right? And I'm like, bro, we'll just make the best of it, you know, whatever. Well, he's like, all right, I'll start. We were on recycling, split trucks. Bro, I fucking never seen a washing machine thrown around the street so much in my life. He was beating the shit out of a washing machine in the middle of the fucking street. I saw it go fly out and I'm driving, right? And I stop and he's throwing this washing machine. He's like, I got it. Don't worry about it by himself. Dude, I saw it go flying across the street. It came flying back across the street, flying again.
Yeah,
I'm
was
like,
fucking strong, bro.
well, he was an animal,
He was a fucking
which
strong
nobody
motherfucker.
knew it. He was skinny, you know.
Yeah, he was fucking shredded.
So I go back to him like, bro, you all right? He's like, nah, this fucking machine. He literally had the washing machine over his fucking head and trying to slam it into the truck. He's like, see, Owen, they don't fit. And I'm like, bro, you got to chill out. Yeah. I'm like, until you're done, I'm not fucking putting my hands anywhere near this fucking truck. Because you could barely fit them in.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? And he's lifting it over his head and
I never
slamming it.
understood why recycling wasn't on the bigger side.
They did switch that up at one
Eventually,
point.
yeah.
You do, yeah?
I remember
Yeah,
they
because
switched it
what's
up.
her name got hit in the head with a fucking muffler.
Oh, Doris Butner.
Doris
yeah.
Butner.
That
Burtner.
that fucked her up.
Yeah.
Doris Butner, you call it? You're fucked up.
Burtner.
That fucked her up, man.
Yeah, she's got, you know, I don't
was
know if
Double
she's
D's
still
partner.
around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Her and Double
I
D
miss
were
Double
partners.
D.
Double D is good
Oh,
people,
fucking
man.
Double
Yeah,
D.
very good.
We're going to get Double D on here one
Yes.
day. He's going to ride in on a horse.
That's
He's
it.
going to fucking come flying
With a
in
barrel
here.
outside,
Fucking shit. But, Lou, it was great to have you on,
Yeah,
bro.
thank you, guys.
And
It was
we're,
a good time, Lou.
we're going to do
Get
this
a
more
nice,
often.
Nasty 9 reunion
Oh, that
come
would
up
be nice.
soon. When
Yeah.
these guys get out of wherever the fuck you are, Florida.
Yeah, get everybody up here.
move on
I'll
up.
set the whole shit up. I'll fucking get everybody down here somehow, some way. We'll make Dag sit on the floor and we'll kick him.
Indian style.
Fucking Indian style and shit.
Don't call me. I ain't answering my phone. You ain't put my ass nice.
Oh, the good old days, good
Oh,
old
fuck.
days.
When you see
Oh,
that phone
shit.
ring, you'll be like, yo, disconnect.
Yeah.
Awesome days. But yeah, so check us out on Instagram, Trash and Talk Pod, and email us at trashandtalkpod@gmail.com. And check us out on TikTok. We're on
TikTok, Spotify.
We're on Spotify now.
Apple.
We're on
Apple
Apple
now.
now. We're all over the place, people. So subscribe,
Hook
please.
us up!
Jesus Christ. Subscribe, and we appreciate it. And remember, be nice to people. You never know what somebody's going through.
Or Louie will kick their ass.
Or Louie will kick their ass.
I say
Peace
fuck
out.
everybody.
The cameras, so I just left them on. They're still recording.
What's up? Yeah. Get a load of this.